Hello and welcome back to the Bakagaijinshow. I'm your lovable rascal of a host, Zeke Freak, and with me, as always, is my invasive species co-host, Kevin Faulkner.
I'm coming into your fucking ecosystem and I'm gonna fuck it up.
No, you don't want to know what this guy's gonna do to your ecosystem.
I am banned from 17 countries.
The Asian Hornet or whatever, nothing compared to this guy.
Yeah. 17
Yep.
countries and multiple United States.
You know, I guarantee those Hornets have better teeth than you.
Really? Really, bro? Always
That's the joke.
Hornets don't have teeth!
That's the joke, Kevin. That's the joke. We make jokes here on the show. Do you know that?
Oh, you make jokes, do you?
Yeah, we're funny men.
I'm something of a fucking comedian myself.
Yeah, whip up my business card like, what up, I'm a professional funnyman.
Not to be confused with a Tumblr funnyman.
Yeah. I don't think we should call ourselves comedians ever since the comedian had that incident, you know what I'm talking about? You know, it's a little problematic, little cancel-worthy.
Hashtag MeToo'd.
I stand with the comedian.
Hashtag the comedian did nothing wrong.
I mean, look at what Silver Spectre was wearing.
He was practically at. Okay, I'm not going that. Okay.
I mean, you could. Nobody listens to us.
I don't wanna.
What a way to start the show.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I didn't think we were going to start with Watchmen jokes today, but here we are.
I mean,
What
we've started off with weirder jokes.
That's true. I used to, yeah. I think there's multiple episodes where I start with the "I want to fuck my cat" joke from Red Letter Media. So
There's a few.
Yep. Back in the days when we used to live stream these things.
Oh god, the Google Hangout era.
Yeah. At least now we can edit things out. We don't, but we could.
I occasionally edit things in. I don't often edit things out. It's mostly addition, almost never subtraction, where I'm trying to give you more, not less.
Yeah.
The full experience, not the experience abridged.
Yeah. We don't abridge here. Especially last week, I think, when it was almost 5 hours or whatever.
It was nearly 5 hours long, and it took me 90 minutes to fucking render that damn thing.
Don't complain, that would have taken me like 20 hours on my computer.
True, that would have taken forever on your setup, so it's a good thing we're doing it on mine. Man, this laptop was a good investment.
Speaking of you doing things, what have you been doing lately?
I have done quite a bit in the last week and a half since we recorded.
Yeah, we took a break because you were too busy fucking your boyfriend in the butthole.
I was not doing that.
We don't have proof that you weren't.
You can't prove that I was, but you also can't prove that I wasn't.
Yeah, Schrodinger's butthole.
Son,
is that a record for fastest title?
3 minutes and 40
Schrodinger's butthole.
It might be.
Yeah.
But yeah, haven't mentioned it on the show before, but we mentioned it on Twitter before, so I guess I can bring it up now. Me and Cube the Third are actually dating. And
Friend of the show,
Cube the Third. Yeah, we're dating. We have been for a few weeks.
This is technically dating a coworker. I just want you to know that.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing we're not technically a company.
Yeah. Otherwise, this technically wouldn't work out.
Yeah, then that would be like a conflict of interest, but fortunately it's not.
Yeah.
It's all very casual.
It's just a theoretical conflict of interest, not a technical conflict of interest. It's Schrodinger's conflict of interest.
But yeah, Cube the Third came down for a few days over the... fuck.
Did he now?
Over the... Shut up! Holy shit, dude! Come on! Wow! But yeah, over the New Year's weekend, and we saw The Matrix Resurrections in theaters.
Oh, like God intended.
Yes. Good movie. I liked it a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as good as the original, but, very few things in the Matrix universe are.
You could say nothing.
Like the Animatrix is pretty damn good.
Some parts of it are really good.
True. Not very big on... Oh, God, what was the one, like... It's not bad, but Matriculated, the one from the guy that made Aeon Flux. Not a big fan of that one.
I don't remember them by name. I just remember their premise. He's like the guy who runs really fast.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. That one's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Interestingly, that was from the guy that made Redline.
So what you're saying is Anubis hates it.
I'd have to ask. I think what helps in the course of World Record, that's the one with the running guy. I think what helps in World Record is that it's just a very brief short. That's more so just trying to give the viewer like an experience that this character is feeling, rather than trying to be this like 2-hour movie that's supposed to have like characterization and plot threads and all this shit. But yeah, Cube the Third came down, and we saw The Matrix Resurrections, which I really, really liked. Some parts of the movie... Now, this isn't to say that it's as good as V3. It's not. But there are some parts of the movie that gave me Danganronpa V3 vibes.
Yeah, I think I know what those are.
Yeah, it's... I liked it a lot. It's actually a really good follow-up to the originals.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty smartly written.
Yeah, I've heard very love it or hate it things about it.
I'm firmly on the love it side, I will say.
You're McDonald's ad. You're McLovin' it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah. But
what's the opposite? Like Burger King? Have it your way.
Have it your way. It's when you walk out of the movie theater, it's just like, oh, have it your way.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, man.
Cube also introduced me to Cobra Kai, which I've seen 6 episodes on, so it's like a little over half of the first season. I never thought that I would be this invested in a 30-plus year down the road next generation sequel to The Karate Kid.
Yeah.
It's really good! Like, holy shit. The entire premise of Cobra Kai is it's taking the original Karate Kid and flipping it on its head, where the success that Daniel experiences in the original movie propels him forward into success, but whereas Johnny Lawrence, his failure just kind of like results in his life just tumbling out of control, and he ends up this like washed up former, like, he's a hack, like, just
right. Yeah.
And the story is about Johnny Lawrence learning to build himself back up, bringing the Cobra Kai dojo back and being a better person than his sensei was, learning to be better and, training an entire new generation of students in martial arts, while at the same time going up against Daniel, whom his success has kind of gone to his head, and he has this ego problem. And all he sees is, the high school bully, Johnny Lawrence, back and trying to bring back, Cobra Kai, not realizing that Johnny's trying to be better. It's a long process for Johnny, obviously, but he's not seeing all of the effort that Johnny's putting in and all of the change that he's trying to bring to people, as well as himself. And that's where a lot of the conflict comes from, is the fact that, like, Johnny and Daniel come from way different backgrounds at this point, and like, it's a conflict of interest between the two, and it's a really, really compelling narrative. And all of the new characters that they bring in are really, really fun too. I friggin' love, I believe his name is Miguel. who is the main protege for Johnny in this story. So fucking good. I love his character arc in the first few episodes, going from like this very kind of weak and meek nerdy character to like actually standing up for himself and actually trying to, help others out and inspire them to actually come to the Cobra Kai dojo to help self-improve themselves. And apparently this has 4 seasons now.
I feel like it's the only. I think it's the only thing to survive and thrive being a YouTube Red original.
It's survived beyond YouTube Red, and that's so fascinating. On one hand, I kind of feel bad for not checking it out at first, but also it was a YouTube Red original. It kind of makes sense that I didn't check it out.
Yeah.
But like, Cobra Kai is fucking good. I really like Cobra Kai. I also watched the first few episodes of Mushoku Tensei. I'm still very early game on that one, but
yeah,
I'm enjoying it. It is a very entertaining show. It has this feel to it that's kind of like, it reminds me of stuff like Scrapped Princess and Spice and Wolf, having this like kind of mid to late 2000s fantasy vibe to it. And you mentioned that it like, unlike a lot of other anime that come out these days, its primary focus is character development and characterization.
Yeah.
The only real gimmick that this show has going for it is that the main character is literally reincarnated from like this 30-something-year-old middle-aged dude into like a baby, and he has to like grow up.
I'm sorry. Is 30s middle aged now? Jesus.
Okay, late 30s, basically middle aged.
I think he was 30. I think he was 34.
Was he? I thought it was like 37.
No.
Whatever.
I think it was 34.
That's it.
I think he might have said he's 37 when he was 3 in the new thing. Like I think he says I would have been. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's where the confusion came from.
Yeah. But
I really like it. Roxy and Sylph are both adorable as shit. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be one of those series where it's hard to pick best girl for me. Oh no.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Can't wait to see where this goes.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in its own episode at some point.
I also love the ending theme. It's just so chill. Love it.
Yeah.
And visually, I really love like the visuals for Mushoku Tensei. It has like this kind of like fake film grain and telecine wobble that it has going on, where it like tries to.
Is it telecine or telecine?
It's telecine, cine being like cinematic.
Right.
Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, it's pronounced telecine, but I used to think it was telecine, but no, it's telecine.
Telecine sounds like a chemical.
It does. But yeah, I friggin' like Mushoku Tensei a lot. It's really good, and I haven't played it yet. But Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered was $3 on the eShop, and I couldn't not buy it.
Yeah, I guess I'll mention it since it's relevant, but I went through the whole game between the last episode and this one. It's the first game I beat in 2022.
Woo!
So it's a good, I really liked it.
Have you played the original?
I have the original, and I did play it on PS3 back in the day, but I never beat it.
Okay.
So
helps.
This was the first time I beat it.
Probably helps that the game probably doesn't help the game ran like shit on PS3.
I mean, the game ran like a PS3 game would. It didn't run especially bad, but like that's the remastered on PS5 runs really, really well.
Yeah, the Switch version runs fine from what I know. It's like if you play it docked in performance mode, it's like it's pretty good. It's all right. Yeah. And if you play it in quality mode, it's weird. The most stable modes are docked in performance mode and handheld in quality mode.
Yeah, that's how these things go sometimes.
It's so weird, but it's fine enough, and like I'm probably gonna end up playing the rest of the series on PC anyway, so
yeah.
But yeah, probably gonna start up on that next week.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna beat Saints Row 4 first, and then I'm gonna play Red Faction. That's probably a better idea.
That's a great idea if you want to miss the dodge button.
But wait, what do you mean?
Red Faction Gorilla doesn't have like the dodge roll.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a pain. That sounds like it might be a bit of a pain in the ass. But Red Faction Gorilla also lets you destroy everything, so
yeah,
it's a good trade-off.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
I'm going to bomb this entire fucking building down.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. On top of that, I mentioned Cubit the 3rd came down. Cubit the 3rd also gave me some Christmas / New Year's gifts.
Sure.
One of them ended up getting massively delayed, and it's coming in the mail today. The Project Echo Blu-ray, which I've been looking forward to all year.
Yeah.
You know, all of 2021.
Okay. I was gonna say the past 8 days, huh?
No, 2021.
Yeah.
But yeah, really looking forward to that. Can't wait. Gonna watch that tonight. And they also gave me a Charmander plushie, which is a Japanese import Charmander plushie, interestingly. My namesake.
Yeah. None of that shitty American plushie bullshit.
And they also got me the Promare Limited Edition, which has this like really nice chipboard box. It's got the Blu-ray. It's got a soundtrack CD. It's got a reprint of the English dub script, as well as this little
the weird packing.
It is, but like I think it's really cool. It has like this car decal. It has a mini poster. And it also has, what was it? Like, it's got this little production booklet that's got, like, character models, interviews, that sort of thing.
Right.
It is a really nice package. It really is. It's one of the better limited editions I've owned. It's better than some of the ones that I've imported from Japan. I have imported multiple limited edition Blu-rays from Japan, and this is one of the better ones that I have, and this is an American one.
Yeah.
God, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Damn Shout Factory, you went all out.
Mm.
Then again, this is also the company that did that really, really nice Blu-ray set for Gravity Falls, so...
That's true, yeah. I bought that a few months ago. Haven't gotten around to it yet.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been up to that. What you been doing?
Well, I went through all of Red Faction Gorilla. That was a fun time. While I was doing that, I was also listening. It's a pretty good podcast game, as I like to call them, where you can just listen to other things while you play.
Yeah.
I've been going through a playlist by Triangle City. 62 videos and counting, documenting all of Fallout New Vegas' cut content. Some of which I knew about, some of which I didn't, and it also has some developer interviews and stuff. So that's been enlightening, and that's been a lot of fun. But I've taken what? Go on.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was gonna bring up like that Fallout 3 rebuttal video.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've taken a break from that to watch an 8-hour debunking of someone else's 2-hour analysis of why Fallout 3 is better than you think, called Fallout 3 is not better than you think. This is that video, by that 2-hour video was partially a response to like 3 other fucking videos about Fallout 3. So yeah, I skimmed a
little bit of that 8-hour video, and it's basically like this statement by statement like deconstruction of this dude's argument that it's like, oh no, Fallout 3 is actually the best in the series, and I love it, and it's actually got no problems, and people are being too harsh on it, and
well, yeah, it's a video. The video he's debunking is the one by Many a True Nerd, and it's one of the most disingenuous, poorly fucking written and articulated, just bad defense videos of something I've ever fucking seen. And I'm really enjoying Kurtosis going through and just picking it apart point by point.
Okay, listen here, you little shit.
Yeah. I think I'm only like 5 hours into it.
Only 5 hours in.
Well, that's most of it, I guess. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I've got a ways.
It's a lot of content. Let's be fair.
Yeah. So there's just been a lot of Fallout in my life recently.
It's like the YouTuber critical analysis video equivalent to going through the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy extended edition.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ah, jeez.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems that I find a lot of people have. We talked about this in text, but
yeah,
a lot of people, when they try to defend something that they like that other people don't, they go this really disingenuous route of trying to justify things by, downplaying or disregarding or misinterpreting other people's problems with the material, or like pretending issues don't exist when they clearly do, and being
the amount of times
the
amount of times he takes someone else's quote out of context and then argues something completely besides the point gets hard to count at a certain point.
I'm reminded of the amount of people who decided to go the complete opposite direction on Ghostbusters 2016 and be like, "Oh no, it's actually an amazing movie and it's an incredible comedy." And I'm like, "Okay, name a scene funnier than these scenes in the original Ghostbusters."
Yeah.
It's like name a scene that is as good as the elevator scene in the original Ghostbusters. You can't.
I feel like to a certain extent, like, the algorithm kind of encourages shit like this.
A little bit.
Even if you believe it, like, it kind of encourages making these kind of fallacious sort of comparisons and analysis and whatnot. Because, like, when you take something controversial and have like a firm stance on it, that's something the algorithm really likes. Mm-hmm. When you have a video that says Fallout 3 is better than you think, like, the algorithm loves that shit because, like, it creates engagement. So I feel like
more content from the content too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like, so, like, I'm not saying people can't have whatever opinions they want, but, like, if you're gonna argue it, then argue it well.
Yeah, one of the biggest issues that I have with a lot of these is that they're oftentimes very dismissive of other people's opinions, and they take what other people like and they tend to trash it, like, in comparison. I can't tell you, like, again, bringing up Ghostbusters, can't tell you how many people who are like, it's so much better than the original Man Ghostbusters or whatever the fuck. It's like, okay, I don't have a problem.
This movie had too much penis for my taste.
I don't mind that people like things that I don't. If you like the 2016 Ghostbusters, that's fine. I don't even hate it, okay? But holy shit, stop being so goddamn disingenuous, please. And quit trashing what other people like, just to make your shit look better. We've been over this before. Yeah. I hate it when people do that.
Yeah.
20XX is so much better than Mega Man 11. Fuck off!
Yeah. Yeah, I got defense videos I'd like to make, and these are things I'd like to avoid doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, focus on making your own argument for what you like about something as strong as it can be.
Right, yeah. Well, I just feel like when you're making a defense video and you spend more time tearing down other things than actually propping up the thing you're talking about, that just shows you don't have a whole lot to prop up.
Yep.
You're weakening your own argument when you do that.
And look, I've liked things that I know are bad before. I have called Shadow the Hedgehog my favorite bad game. That game is absolutely terrible, but I love it to death. It's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That game is a goddamn disaster, but it puts a smile on my face every time I play it. It really does.
Yeah. Speaking of games, I played some other stuff. I played, like, a few hours of Metro 2033 Redux, because that runs at 60 on PS5, which is nice.
I think I have that on PC.
Yeah. Do you have the original or have Redux?
I think I have both, actually.
Yeah. Redux is technically a remake in Last Light's engine.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that might be the shortest original release to remake pipeline I've ever seen, because they were only like 4 years apart.
Yeah, it's like they made the original, made the second, made Last Light, and then they were like, shit, we can do better than that.
I think it was like part of the plan, though, when they were making Last Light, because it's like, we're gonna remake the original in this engine.
Yeah, because they realized, like, we can do so much better with the original's ideas and concepts in the new engine.
I mean, the concepts came from a book, so I don't think that was really the reason.
I mean, yeah.
It's also interesting because Metro 2033 is one of the only examples I can think of a video game adapted from a book.
The Witcher?
That's not an adaptation, though. That's a sequel. The Witcher games take place after the book series.
Really?
Yeah, all the Witcher games take place after the book series.
See, that's not what other people have told me. Everyone always calls it an adaptation of the original books.
I think they're talking about an adaptation of the concepts or like the universe. I don't like. It's not an adaptation of the stories, though.
People need to be more specific when they call things adaptations.
Well, stop listening to other people and listen to me. I know what I'm talking about.
You've never said anything about it before.
You never asked.
Okay, all right, fair.
Yeah,
that's on me.
The Witcher games take place after the books.
Now I know, which means that I should I read the books?
You don't need to, but they're good books.
Okay, all right. How many are there anyway?
7, I think.
Wow. I think that's more than Game of Thrones.
Well, a lot of them are like vignette collections.
Right.
So it's more like a book would be like 4 short stories.
Just like a combination of novellas or some shit.
Yeah. I haven't read them personally. I just know that the games take place after them.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I played a bit of Metro 2033. I'll get back to that later. I also played a few hours of Blue Fire, that platformer.
Ah, yeah, the one that we said last year that was revealed during like a Nintendo Indie presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm playing that on the PS5. It's pretty good.
Sweet.
Yeah. And that's kind of it. I actually haven't really played anything in the last few days though, because I had work, and then I also I was writing and watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And it was the whole fucking thing. But I'll get back to.
Yeah, it's been a, like, aside from, spending time with my bae, it's been a little bit of an uneventful week and a half, but I've had a good time overall.
Yeah. I'm just really looking forward to Dying Light 2 next month.
It is next month, yeah.
Yeah, on February 4th, yeah.
I don't have anything that I'm really looking forward to coming out until like fucking April.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Dying Light 2. I'm looking forward to Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I'm probably going to get the super chocolatey fudge coated super editions for both of those, because they got season passes. I'm actually really excited because Dying Light 2 promises 2 story DLC, and like Dying Light 1 only had like Dying Light the first game only had like the 1 expansion, the following, and if both DLCs for Dying Light 2 are the same content as same like breadth of content as the following, that's a lot of content.
Yeah, let me know how Tiny Tina is, because I find the concept of that to be super fucking interesting.
Yeah, that has its own season pass as well. I'm actually not expecting Wonderlands to be like as meaty as Borderlands 3 was. I'm kind of expecting something more pre-sequel-ish in terms of breadth.
Right.
Just because of the relatively short turnaround since Borderlands 3. Because it's only been like 3 years. Not even. It's been like 2.5 since Borderlands 3 came out.
Oh, okay. Correction. Rune Factory 3, I think, is coming out in March, but like...
Say 3? I thought it was 5.
5, yeah. Yeah, it's 5. I meant 5.
Didn't Rune Factory 3 come out like 10 years ago?
It did. On the original DS.
Yeah.
Jeez. But yeah, Rune Factory 5 is coming out in like February or March, so I guess I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But really, at this point, that's more of a stopgap in between, like, just waiting for Advance Wars Reboot Camp to come out.
And of course, the GeForce Now leaks told us that Silksong's coming in February. Who knows if that's true?
I mean, everything's been saying February for a while.
Yeah, but they're still so damn quiet.
True, and that's really weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty normal for them.
So what I'm expecting to happen is I'm expecting there to be a Nintendo Direct in February, and it's going to be a shadow drop.
Right. I guess. I don't know. I'm just, at this point, I'm just like, it'll come when it comes. It better not shadow drop while I'm gone. That would suck.
Ah, yeah. Oh, right, because we're going to OhioCon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we'll be at OhioCon. Unless it gets canceled last minute.
Yeah.
Because Omicron is raging, so who knows?
I hope it doesn't. I bought the ticket. I spent the money. I have a cosplay.
They'll probably refund. What are you going as?
Kobayashi from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. She's pretty flat, so that would make that's pretty easy.
Yeah, it makes sense, and
Yeah.
And her outfit is like business casual, so I bought everything that I need at Walmart.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm going as dude in a hoodie. So
I love Dude in a Hoodie.
Yeah. Such an iconic character. Yeah. So we'll be there we'll be there assuming it's still happening.
Assuming, yeah.
Yeah. But please don't release Silksong while I'm there, because I'm probably not going to bring my laptop, so I'd have no way to actually get it. Yeah, be a little awkward. A little awkward. I mean, you're already going to have a hard time tearing me away from Dying Light 2, so
True.
You know, you're pressing your luck. You're pressing your luck. Also, Weird West at the end of March, but now I'm going to be too busy playing Wonderlands. See, if that came out in January like it was supposed to, that would have all worked out. Yeah, that all would have worked out. But now they delayed it to the end of March. I'm like, well, I'm going to be busy playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I can't say no to Tina. Have you seen the last people that tried? You know. Yeah.
Alison Birch will have my head.
Who's Allison Birch?
What?
It's Ashley.
Ashley. I'm very tired today. Wow,
Allison
I'm out of it.
Alice, that ruins the pun, because now you can't say, "Hey Ash, what you playing?" Because it would be Allison.
Damn
that
it!
Doesn't make any sense. Hey Allison, what you playing? That doesn't roll off the tongue.
Fuck.
That doesn't make sense. My unpopular opinion is Ashley Birch should stop trying to use her own voice and just exclusively voice 13-year-old girls, because that's what she's best at, honestly.
I mean, yeah, between Tiny Tina, Molly McGee, and a couple other characters, it's like, that seems to be her thing.
Yeah, just do that. Stop trying to use your own voice. It doesn't work. I hate to tell you this, but you just sound like a white woman.
By the way, I love that song that you sent me regarding, like, fucking fried food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fried food at a bat mitzvah.
Oh, yeah, the bat mitzvah song is really... Yeah. Love that. Ashley Birch can sing.
She can. She is very talented.
Yeah. That's also I think since last episode a thing I did. I watched the 5 new episodes of The Ghost of Molly McGee. Still really good. Still really funny. More please, I'd like, but Disney's doing that stupid thing where they're like, oh, it's winter, so we can't air anything new anymore.
Ugh. Give me new episodes of The Owl House, damn it!
Yeah, everything's on break now. I also caught up with Amphibia, but yeah, everything's on break now because it's winter, and apparently, I don't understand their logic, because I feel like that wouldn't be a bad time to air things.
Interestingly, another thing that happened is, like, the day that me and Cube went to go see The Matrix, Disney XD was actually airing a marathon of the Owl House in broadcast order. Not official episode order, but broadcast order. Because,
Right.
it's slightly different. And we went through, like, half the first season together.
Right.
Cupid likes it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
To be fair,
Yeah,
it's a really entertaining show.
Yeah. Since we're talking about television, there was an article on ANN today saying that in 2021, Adult Swim's viewership dropped 25%, and Cartoon Network's dropped 26%.
Yeah, Cartoon Network's viewership has been pretty low for a while now, though.
Yeah. This article even mentions that Cartoon Network's viewership has dropped 79.3% since 2014.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Television's dying. Retweet to make it die faster.
It's an outdated medium at this point. It really is. Because streaming is more convenient. It's more reliable. It, generally speaking, costs less. You can pick and choose what resources you have to watch what you want.
I don't think I've complained about this on the show, Kevin, but this whole "it's the new cable" thing, I fucking hate that argument so much. People don't remember how bad cable was.
This is still better than cable.
This is a significant improvement on cable. I understand it's like different channels and they're gonna bundle them together. It's like, no, this is still cheaper. You still have way more control. There's way more incentive to actually make content people want.
There's more content.
That's true. Yeah, this is so much better than cable. Like, yes, it has some similarities now that the market is maturing, but like, it's still so much better than cable ever was. I can't go back to not having control over when I watch things. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like for like $25, you can have like HBO Max, Disney Plus, Hulu, and Crunchyroll, and that's well over 50% of what you're gonna want to watch.
Yeah, a cable package was like over $80 a month for like a bunch of shit you didn't fucking need.
Yeah, it's like, oh boy, I can't wait to watch. Hold on, Logo, Bloomberg.
People watched Bloomberg?
I don't know.
I didn't even know they had a TV channel. I thought it was just a newspaper.
No, that's a TV channel. Bloomberg is absolutely a TV channel.
Oh, yeah, okay. See, I haven't had TV in like 12 years at this point, so...
The only reason I know Bloomberg's a TV channel is because back in fucking, like, goddamn 2005, 2006, my mom was getting us, like, a cable package, and my mom misread Bloomberg as Boomerang.
That's funny. That's funny. You know what I think it is, though, speaking of that, is that, like, I think that really hits the nail on the head, because I feel like a lot of the people making these disingenuous comparisons, I mean, like, it's the new cable, are people like us who never paid for cable.
True. It was all our parents.
We grew up with our parents paying for cable, so they don't fucking recognize the difference in, like, cost and control or whatever.
Yep.
Because, like, to them, it's like, well, I didn't pay for it, and I had the 5 or 6 channels I watched, and it was great. And this is just that, but now I'm cognizant of the fact I have to pay for it. And it's like, this is like the one aspect of our lives that have our modern lives that has actually gotten cheaper.
It has, and it's also one of the few examples where the intent of capitalism inspiring more competition actually fucking works.
Yeah, I feel like streaming is in a pretty good place right now.
And streaming is also consumer driven, because whether or not a service lives or dies is based on who actually subscribes to the damn thing.
Yeah.
Like, HBO Max is doing well because people want to watch the shit that's on HBO Max. Peacock's not doing well because it's fucking Peacock.
Yeah. You know, and it's like, and you can kind of see the direct results of things. Like, Cowboy Bebop got canceled because people didn't fucking watch it.
People didn't watch it. People didn't like it, and there was just a bunch of bad press surrounding it, to the point where even if it did get a second season, even if the first season was watched a lot, no one's gonna watch the second one.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I'm not saying there's no problems with it, but I think the streaming environment right now is just so much better than cable ever was.
I love how there were a bunch of writers and, like, script doctors and whatever for Cowboy Bebop being like, y'all don't know what you're missing, season 2 was gonna be so good, like, trying to guilt us because, like, so many writers who are out of a job now. It's like, you're writers, get another job.
Sorry, nerds. The artist always wins. It keeps happening.
It keeps happening. Why does this keep happening? Fucking.
Why does Netflix is really good at hiring just fucking egomaniacs.
God, honestly, the whole Cowboy Bebop thing was kind of it was weird because if you just looked at it from, like, at a glance, yeah, it looked like Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, it's got the music. Yeah, it's got a lot of these things that make it kind of look like Cowboy Bebop. But when you actually watch clips of it, it plays more like Seinfeld in space, and that's not Bebop.
Hey, Spike!
Hey, Jet!
Actually, that sounds great. Can we get that? Can we just do Seinfeld in space? That'd be great.
Oh, man.
I got Smigborg, Jerry! From the Smigborgians!
The interesting thing, someone actually did a comparison and said that Cowboy Bebop live action played more like a live action version of Space Dandy than it did Cowboy Bebop.
He's a dandy guy. In space. In space.
God damn it.
Speaking of Netflix, you know what they just announced?
Finally! After so many years, our dreams are coming true!
The prodigal son has returned! In 4 years, maybe 5.
Scott Pilgrim!
The anime.
Finally getting an animated series.
Yep.
Scripts by Brian Lee O'Malley.
Yeah.
The animation is going to be... Yeah. So I actually looked into it. The animation is going to be done by Science Saru.
They did that. They did that one short in the fucking Visions anthology. I fucking hated.
It's also by that director, so
wow, I hate this now. Cancel it.
Look, O'Malley's writing the script. It should be fine.
Yeah.
To be fair, Yoon Choi, who did, TOB1 in Star Wars Visions, also was like one of the primary animation directors for Devilman Crybaby, which that is a psychedelic fucking action show. So I feel like Yoon Choi is actually a good choice to direct Scott Pilgrim adaptation.
I'm sure. I'm just saying Toby was garbage.
That you are entitled to your opinion. Honestly, my opinion on that short's been like kind of middling, like over time. I'm just like, it was kind of mid.
You will see. You will see. You will open your eyes to the truth. It is fucking garbage.
There were worse shorts in Star Wars Visions.
No, I think... Did I say that was my least favorite? I think that was my least favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yes. Anyway, Scott Pilgrim though. This is a great thing. It's what we've always wanted since the fucking Adult Swim fucking animated clip special or whatever the fuck it was.
Scott Pilgrim versus the animation, yeah.
Yeah. Because I've always said I like the movie. The movie's fine, but like there's just a lot more depth and detail in the comics that a lot of people don't know about, and this is a great way to finally get into that.
Yeah, I want to see if like maybe Brian Lee O'Malley will expand more on what the comics already did. Like I would like to see that.
Yeah.
We could end up in a situation where the Scott Pilgrim cartoon is like the perfect version of Scott Pilgrim.
Could be. I just really hope they don't try to modernize it, because I feel like this is part of why I'm confused that it's even happening in the first place, because Scott Pilgrim is such a snapshot of a specific moment in time, a specific era, That if you weren't around for that, it's really hard. It's actually getting continually harder to relate to it.
Yeah, it's so aggressively mid 2000s.
Even by the time the movie came out, it struggled with the fact that like audiences didn't relate to what it was about anymore.
Yeah.
And that was the same year the comic ended, so it was just about the perfect time for it too. Because it's just the references and the culture of being a 20-something in the mid 2000s is like such a thing that a lot of people aren't like. As much as I always wanted this, and as much as I'm happy it's happening, I'm concerned that if they keep it true to what it is, it may struggle to find an audience, just like the movie did.
I guess so, but I feel like the reception of the comics and the movie have both increased over time to the point where they're kind of their own unique thing, and the cartoons just kind of play into that.
I suppose, but I feel like, I don't know if it's attracted new people, though. I feel like it's just remained popular with the people that always loved it.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna make a video a while ago that I just never got around to. One of my There Will Never Be Anothers from like There'll Never Be Another Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Because Scott, like, it's just such a specific sort of thing. It's like, and like it's weird because like I wasn't even the right age at the time, but like I don't know. It's just one of those things where like it's such a specific moment.
It is.
Where like the kinds of references they were making and the kinds of like I don't even know how I'm spinning in circles, but the point is I'm concerned because I don't want them to modernize it, but I also because it would lose a lot that way, and I feel like some beats don't quite work the same way if you try to modernize it, but at the same time leaving it as it is, I feel like it might repeat the mistake of just not finding an audience, and we know how quick Netflix is to pull the plug on things.
I can't wait for the cartoon to add on to the joke of joke. This comic is in black and white. Context. This joke was better when it was in black and white, and now it's gonna be like context. This joke was better when it was a black and white comic book.
yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Oh man, I can't wait for it to get canceled when Scott dates a high schooler. It's gonna be great.
God. Yeah, that's a whole ass thing.
Yeah. You know, this gets into another problem, and that might be a video one day, is that, like, I feel like I don't like the discourse surrounding characters like Scott Pilgrim or, like, Subaru Natsuki or whatever, because, like, the narrative people like to project is that they're, like, bad people turned good, but, like, I think it's really more they're normal people turned better.
Yeah, like, Scott is an inherently flawed individual, but his main problem is that he doesn't understand the consequences of his own actions and how it affects other people. And his character arc is understanding why his actions have the effect on other people and him trying to be better.
Yeah. But I feel like so much nuance is lost in these discourses because people act like there was like a unforgivable problem with how they were at the start of the story. I'm like, no, they were just normal fucking people, is the thing.
Heavily flawed, sure, but
yeah, but people are, and like, you know, I'm like, I don't know, I just don't like that discourse. I don't like the Flanderization of it from as like a bad to good redemption sort of thing. I don't think because it's not about that. It's about a normal person becoming a better version of themselves.
Yeah, it's a journey of self-improvement, yeah.
Yeah, and self-respect. He earns the power of self-respect, Kevin.
Yeah, because Scott doesn't really, like...
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a high opinion of himself early on. Yeah.
I just don't like the binary. I don't like the binary. It's like, oh, they were bad, but now they're good. And it's like, that's not really... It's not...
Yeah.
It's not, you've stripped all nuance of the situation. But anyway, excited to see how that turns out.
Absolutely. Can't wait. Very excited. I have been waiting for this for a decade! Okay, I'm good.
Well, get ready to wait another half a decade, because it's not going to be soon.
No!
I'm still waiting on Bone!
Where's Bone, Netflix?
Where's the bone? Where's the bone?
bone, more like boned, because that's what the production is.
See, Jeff Smith said last year it's going great. He was really excited about it.
Assuming SDCC doesn't get canceled, I'm hoping we see something about bone there.
That's great, Jeff Smith. Can we see some of that? Can we
some of that on this? Fuck's going on with y'all?
Can I get some bone? Can I get some bone? I'm like a dog up in this bitch. Give me a bone. Throw us a bone.
Throw us a bone.
Throw us the whole damn bone. Yeah.
That's exciting.
It's funny, Kevin. It's funny, because like I feel like I'm really bad at keeping up with anime these days, but I'm getting shockingly good at keeping up with cartoons.
Weirdly,
I think I'm as I grow. Maybe it's just a thing at the moment, but I feel like the binge model is just better for me at this point, where I'm just like, oh, it dropped. I was like, oh, 5 episodes of Molly McGee. Let's go. That's an afternoon, and now I'm done. You know.
Yeah, I can understand that, and it's why I'm not against people who prefer the binge model.
You're infecting me with your commitment issues. I don't like it. Get off me. Yeah, you're slimy. You're slimy. I got Kevin slime.
Unfortunately, I am far too stubborn. You're gonna have to try harder to get rid of me.
As Molly McGee once said, I'm like a parasitic worm. I'm stuck in your heart.
It me.
I don't want you in my heart, Kevin.
She's just like me.
Yeah, but she has better teeth, so...
She is also way cuter than me.
Exactly. Kevin, I don't want you in my heart. You're not a 13-year-old girl. Stop drinking when I'm talking. You know it's a problem.
I wasn't.
Oh, how did you spit take without drinking?
I don't know.
I guess that's just spitting at that point.
I just choked on the suddenness of that. I don't know.
You choked on air.
I choked on air. What have you done to me?
You're a damn air choker. Get out of my heart.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Well, I think that'll do it for this segment.
I think that'll do it, yeah.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. Stay tuned for the Bakagaijinshow. All right, we're back. Bakagaijinshow back on. We have surgically removed Kevin from my heart.
I'm sad.
So that problem's gone. You know, no 13-year-old girls yet, but here's hoping.
Now, so last segment I said that Project Echo was going to come in the mail. In between segments, it came in the mail.
Wow, I can't believe we took a 48-hour break.
Woo! No,
it was like 10 minutes.
Yeah. This is a very nice looking Blu-ray set. It's very
good.
Nice.
Yeah. I hope you fucking stroke it and pet it like a cat in your lap, and not pay attention to what we're doing here.
No, I'm paying attention. I'm a co-host. Yeah, I've been doing this for 62 episodes. You think I don't know how to pay attention?
I'm just saying, this morning provided some evidence that you're not great at paying attention.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah. We don't have time to get into that cannoli.
Cannoli?
I don't know.
And
I'm trying to add more...
I'm about to kill my son.
More culture into the show. I'm trying to be more cultured, Kevin. I like cannolis. They got cream in them.
Creamy.
I've rediscovered my convenience store's like dollar donuts.
Ooh.
And this is not a good development for my health.
Oh,
but
no.
They're so good. They're so good, especially the eclairs, Kevin. The eclairs, Kevin.
The eclairs are quite good. I do like eclairs.
Yeah. I have an eclair before work. It's nice. Sometimes it's custard. Sometimes it's cream. Anyway.
Variety!
Yeah, spice of life. You know what time it is, Kevin?
Is it time for what I think it's time for?
Yeah, tax audits!
Oh, man, I thought it was time for a Reddit dive.
Get out those W-4s, Kevin. We're doing taxes.
No! This is the worst episode of the show. Absolutely horrendous.
Well, shy a surprise. It's a Reddit dive.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah. Now, the first one is just something I wanted to bring up because I think it's funny. And I'm just kind of it's a loose collection of things that I'm just kind of trying to sort through, but it's something it's a meta post from our subreddit drama.
Oh boy.
And it goes like this. It just doesn't seem lore friendly. Skyrim modder makes a series of mods cutting all existence of gay characters from the game. Our Skyrim mods has mixed reactions.
Huh?
The guy said, hard to imagine anyone being openly gay in a Skyrim-type world. Doesn't seem lore-friendly if you're looking for realistic.
It's a fantasy world with dragons and magic.
And then he argues that we have mods that remove spiders from the game and replace them with something that doesn't trigger arachnophobia.
Are you comparing arachnophobia and hating gay people?
No, you know what he's saying, Kevin? Gay people are just all spiders. Spiders, gay people.
Oh no, I have arachnophobia. That's terrible for me.
Oh my god, you have to run away from your boyfriend as soon as possible.
I have to run away from myself.
He has to. You're gonna eat your own head. How does that work?
How does that work?
Your head just shrivels into a fuck. It implodes upon itself.
Everybody out of the universe, quick!
Yeah, I'm trying to load up the actual post here. Some modders are trying to cut away the gay from Skyrim, and the ensuing fallout is kind of hilarious.
No, Fallout's a different Bethesda game.
Yeah. Nobody's cutting the gay out of that.
Okay.
They apparently sparked a new mod author to go on a crusade against gay by creating the same anti-gay marriage mod, as well as trying to retcon and censor the only provable gay couple in the vanilla game. Of course, the gesture didn't stand alone for long, as someone made an only same-sex marriage mod as a kind of middle finger to the first crusading mod.
See, this is actual. See, I like this kind of discourse. This kind of discourse is fun. It's like, oh, you're just gonna remove all the gay people? Well, now everyone's gay. What are you gonna do now, bitch?
Yeah. Oh, they're bringing up one of the best mods, which is a mod called More Racism in Windhelm.
What?
Well, because in lore-wise, in Windhelm, like, the Dark Elf population is discriminated against.
Right.
So, but somebody didn't feel they were discriminated against enough, so they just made a mod that makes Windhelm a little bit more racist.
The fuck?
I think it's part of the Grounded Skyrim mod.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
My god.
Yeah, I can't find the full post, but, like, yeah, that's just a funny story that happened.
But where are the taxes?
That's a good question. It's a good question. I'm scrolling down trying to find the stuff It's been a while, Kevin, so I've saved up some stuff.
Oh, okay.
All right. I will start us off. There's a lot of itas, as usual.
Oh, of course. It's not a good... It's not a Reddit dive without a rather massive shitload of itas.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for not wanting to play volleyball with a heavily pregnant woman?
Probably not, but we'll see how this goes.
There was a volleyball night at our local gym. It's competitive, not outrageous or anything, but people know what they're doing there, and there's some heavy hitters. There was a woman there, 34 weeks pregnant, who the gym allowed in. Now, I understand that volleyball isn't football or rugby, but you can easily knock into other people in the middle of a play or make incidental contact. Lots of times it ends up with someone falling over. I don't want to be responsible for some woman's miscarriage on the damn volleyball court, so I refuse to play with or against her. This was easier in the beginning when there were a lot of people, but it got called out near the middle when the numbers made it obvious something was up, so I explained my hesitation. The woman immediately got super heated, went and got the guy running the night. I was asked to leave and actually called an asshole by the pregnant lady who said she had a right to be there also.
Lady, she was trying to... Oh my god. What?
Clarification. Instead of responding over and over to the people claiming that volleyball is not a contact sport, I just want to put it up here. Again, no, it's not football, but you do regularly come into aggressive contact with other players, especially in open gym scenarios where semi-competent athletes have varying degrees of body awareness and control. No, you shouldn't be colliding every play, but running into your teammate is not by any means uncommon.
Yeah, I still wouldn't risk that, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say not the asshole, because you were really just trying to protect the unborn child here.
If I was a 34-week pregnant woman, I'd be like Eustace Bad up in this bitch. Nope, not leaving this chair.
Nope, I'm not leaving. Jeez.
Nope, not leaving this chair.
Yep. That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
Edit 2. This seems to have blown up overnight. Allow me to clarify a few things. 5 things!
For 5 reasons!
Number 1, to the armchair psychologist desperately trying to use the word allow as some sort of gotcha statement that reveals my deep-seated misogyny and desire to control women's bodies, please get a grip. Number 2, miscarriage was the wrong word considering how far along she is in pregnancy. I learned something new today about terminology, so thanks to people who pointed that out. Yeah. 3, it's between her and her doctor! Look, there are certain common sense things that don't take a medical degree to know is a bad idea when heavily pregnant. Even if I was a doctor, you all would be like, but you're not her doctor. And if I was her doctor, you'd say, she knows her body better than you anyway. As we can see with these comments, turns out a lot of people don't know shit about volleyball gyms or physical exercise in general. Shocking on Reddit, I know. 4, speaking of medical resources, I'm still waiting for someone to provide me one that says contact sports in the 3rd trimester are an acceptable form of prenatal exercise. 5, thank you for the support. It feels pretty good to be definitively not the asshole.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I think the woman's the asshole for endangering her unborn child.
I think so, and then being like getting all like really pissy about the whole thing. It's like, lady, you okay, lady?
lady, hey lady, hey lady, hey lady.
I love the first was like for the armchair psychologist that decided to use the word allow as a smoking gun against me.
This is a call-out post on my post. You're getting called out on your own post.
You are the asshole.
Just reminded me of a Corrin portal that when you pick it up, it just goes, lady, hey lady, hey lady. Speaking of gyms, though, why don't you read this one? Oh. It's also about gyms, and not a guy named Jim. We're talking about the place where you meet a guy named Jim, if you know what we're saying.
Well, let's see. Am I the asshole? I flipped out on my fiance for selling the gaming chair my brother gifted to me to pay for her gym membership. Probably not. Yeah. Just from the title alone, it's one of those probably not things.
Well, you know, you say that.
Why do people have such a disregard for other people's property? What the fuck is this?
That's a good point, but you got to remember some assholes do write the title in a way that benefits them, so you can't always be sure.
This is true. I, male 33, lost my 27-year-old brother to cancer a couple of months ago. Sorry for your loss.
Oh no. Oh. We're 27, Kevin.
Oh no.
We could get cancer.
Quick, we need to be 28 faster.
That would make it worse, actually.
Fuck!
God.
We were so close and had a lot in common. He was a gamer and had all types of...
Hopefully you didn't have the cancer in common.
Hopefully. And he
was a gamer.
And had all types of gaming gear, including a gaming chair that he wanted me to have before he died. It's devastating because we were really hoping and had plans to spend Christmas 2021 together. This chair I consider special because it was my brother's favorite of all gear, and it reminds me of him whenever I sit in it. I don't play anymore.
This is where his butt was.
It just brings me closer to him to a degree I cannot explain, and it brings me so much comfort. I keep the chair in my office, and days ago I found out that my fiancé, who has been out of a job and complaining about no longer being able to attend the gym, took the chair and sold it online to be able to pay for her next month's gym membership. When I found out, I flipped out hugely and had a very negative reaction. She told me that she was desperate for money. Wait until you can get enough money for the gym membership. Holy shit. And after selling all she had no choice but to sell the chair. I doubt that. Huh? I doubt that.
My partner sold my property without asking me. Am I the asshole?
I reminded her of who this chair belongs to, but she said I already have tons of... Oh, it's one of these people. I already have tons of keepsakes from my brother, and so I shouldn't act like it was the end of the world.
I thought they were going to say you have tons of chairs. There's chairs all over the place. We're tripping over chairs.
She also vented about her past eating disorders and her anxiety. Oh, great. Lovely. We got the guilt trip going on, too. It's a whole smorgasbord of assholery here.
I had a problem once, and that justifies everything I do.
When it comes to keeping fit, and claimed I was dismissing that she is struggling. I yelled at her and called her inconsiderate and selfish and told her she should have never ever took and sold off any of my stuff for a gym membership when she could have kept working out from home, correct? She started crying as we argued, then she went to stay with her mom, who tried to give me a stern talk about my attitude, but
God. We keep seeing this trope pop up where like the person gets their parents involved. It's like
Mommy, this person was mean to me.
You're in your 30s. Stop calling your mom about your fucking problems.
Take care of this shit on your own. Holy fuck. You're in your 30s. Anyway, holy shit. I'm 27 and I know better. Holy shit.
Yeah, he's old enough to have cancer. That's my new metric for things.
Cool. Things haven't gotten better, and I got called overdramatic for reacting and treating my fiancé like that over a gaming chair. I feel guilty because I've never yelled at her in my life before. Am I the asshole? Was I too hard on her? Some say I went overboard because this is a gaming chair and it was a bit childish of me to make a fuss over it, but I already explained why I had this reaction aside from the fact that money is an issue we already have.
It wasn't a gaming chair. It was the gaming chair.
It was a memento from your brother that was the most important item that he owned, and she sold it so that she could pay for her gym membership. Something that she could have easily substituted by at-home workout.
Read the top comment, it's great.
Not the asshole, sell the engagement ring you bought her and buy back your brother's gaming chair. Proceed based on her reaction to that. I love Reddit pettiness. It's my favorite kind of pettiness.
Reddit only gives the best or worst advice. There's no middle ground.
God. Yeah, this seems to be, third comment down. Run, bro. You need to get out of there. Your girl's a narcissist, is a narcissist and disregards your thoughts and feelings. A gym membership? Really? Only the way that would fly with me would be if she sold it for insulin or some other life-maintaining medication. Not the asshole. Yeah. I'm going to say this right now. Gym membership? Not something you need to sell off other people's property for. Just go without the membership until you can afford it again. It's not going to kill you. Your gym membership is not a life-threatening necessity.
Yeah.
Just holy shit. Say we got this one figured out pretty solidly.
Not the asshole.
You know, whenever we bring up, like, not the asshole, I imagine it being, like, the end of an Ace Attorney trial where it's, like, not guilty. Instead, it's, like, not the asshole.
Yeah. We are the arbiters of fate.
Your fate is sealed, young Redditor.
We've determined you are a human anus.
We have determined you are a butthole.
All right. Let's find another good one. I'll read this one. Am I the asshole for customizing my burger?
What?
Am I the asshole for customizing my burger?
Let's see where this goes.
For my niece's, my sister's child, 10th birthday a few days ago, we went to a restaurant. I'm pretty picky about food, so I thought it'd be easier, rather than complain about the burger place she wanted to go, I'd just take along some of my own stuff. The actual meat is okay, but they horribly overdo the sweet, they do a horrible oversweet brioche and fancy named complex burgers that makes food basically inedible. It's disgusting. I ordered their most basic burger of just some lettuce and had brought my own bread, cheese, and barbecue sauce. Nobody said anything at the time. None of the staff cared, and honestly, I think the guys at the next table were pretty jealous. But afterward, my sister told me I was being a total asshole and ruined the evening and drew all the attention away from my niece on her birthday. My niece didn't seem unhappy. Basically, nobody commented beyond, "What? You don't want one? Don't you want one of these fancy burgers?" I just got to eat food that was actually edible, and I don't think I was being an asshole. But I don't know. Was my sister just being weird, or does she have a point?
I think your sister was just being weird.
Oh, but Reddit says he's the asshole.
Oh god, is this? Oh god, is this one of those like you've disrespected the chef kind of things?
Oh, so you've been to Reddit?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, I'm gonna read this top comment in the most Karen-ass voice I can muster.
Please do.
You're the asshole. The staff may not have said anything, and if they were waitstaff who are employees, they might not have cared because it doesn't affect them, but I guarantee that the restaurant owners and management would have cared if they were aware, because what you did is a massive legal liability for them. You don't bring your own food into an eating set.
Legal liability?
It's a massive legal liability, Kevin. You don't bring your own food into an eating establishment. Period. Trust me, I get the desire to do so. I'm not just picky, I am autistic with major food aversions.
God, no.
I am autistic with major food aversions. I am autistic with major food aversions, and over the course of my life, it has been a massive challenge for me to eat in certain places. But it's not just about being an asshole or socially inappropriate. Restaurants can be legally liable for what people eat on their premises. Anything that happens to them as a result of ingesting those foods. So, right from the outset, you're an asshole for putting their business at risk. On top of that, it is obnoxious to go into a place of business and literally bring yourself the things they're trying to make a living selling. It implies to other customers there's something problematic with the food at the restaurant they're selling. It's actively raising questions about the quality of the business's product while you sit on the premises. So that makes you an asshole. If you didn't like what they had to offer, you could have eaten before or after or just gone there for your niece. A restaurant is not your personal kitchen table. It's a place of business. You don't just get to walk in there and make yourself a meal with your own food for myriad reasons. You're the asshole and shockingly lacking in social graces.
Girl, he was just trying to pimp his burger. Chill.
But she stopped comment, and everyone agrees with her, and I feel insane.
I don't know where this is coming from. What the fuck? Look, it's it's a little weird, but man, you are reaching.
Someone said, I'm weeping tears of joy from this marvelous answer, and I'm like, what a fucking Karen.
What is wrong with y'all, huh?
Is this one of those cases where, like, the first person fucking that said something is like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Look. Maybe it's a little weird. And, like, not socially typical, but, like, I'm not gonna blame somebody for bringing a few things to make a burger more palatable for them. Like... Oh my god.
This thread makes me feel like I'm insane. Because I'm just like...
Bruh.
First of all, I'll link this so you can read these comments, but like... I feel insane, because I'm like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, that's not my problem. That's not his problem.
It's like, you went to a restaurant, you don't like how they do the burgers, and you're just doing up the burger in a way that you personally like, that the restaurant can't do themselves. It's not a matter of the restaurant's like I love the projection here of, oh god, this is top comment, right?
Yeah, I think.
Does
it have 50 billion awards?
I love the projection onto the other patrons of it implies to other customers that there is something problematic with the food that the restaurant is selling, instead of
I don't give a fuck what anyone else is doing.
Dude, when I'm at a restaurant, I'm not looking over. It's like, oh man, I wonder what other people are doing with their food. I'm eating, okay? I don't care.
Sociopaths do that. Like, I'm so confused. what sociopaths are like, well, I wonder what everyone else thinks. Is there anything I can glean from their reactions to the... Like, who fucking thinks that way? I'm doing my own thing. Fuck you people.
Fucking... Oh my god.
Maybe we're assholes. Are we assholes?
Maybe, I don't know.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the bad guys?
Are we the baddies? No, like I don't know. I guess don't make a spectacle of it, but it doesn't seem like he did.
He clearly didn't.
Yeah, he wasn't disrespecting anyone. He wasn't making a scene. He just wanted his own fucking buns or whatever.
And, like, it's very clear that all the other people at the table were just like, haha, that's a little weird, but okay, you do you, buddy. Like, no one was upset.
If they were upset, that's irrational.
And, like, look, if it was a problem, if it was really that much of a legal liability, one of the waitstaff would have noticed, called the manager or like a chef or something, brought them out, and would have told him it was a problem. That's what they do at these places. If there is an actual medical or like legal problem in the premises, it's brought to the owner's attention. If they didn't come out and consider this a problem, I don't think it's a problem.
Way to go, Reddit. You made us feel crazy.
What the fuck is happening?
Like, I've done this shit. Like, I used to go to Burger King a lot, but I didn't like paying a lot extra for their bad cheese, so I just brought out my own slice of cheese. I'm like, I'll have a chicken sandwich, and I just took out a slice of cheese and put it on my sandwich.
Sure.
I guess I'm the asshole, Kevin. I'm the asshole for taking out a slice of cheese at a fucking empty Burger King.
It's like, what, are you gonna tell the 5-year-old that they're the asshole for not wanting like half the condiments on their burger and they just want a plain ass burger? You're really gonna be like, oh, you're the asshole for wanting, for like, where does this stop? Where does this really stop?
Yeah, I used to get like weird fucking things when I like customized orders and stuff because like I don't like vegetables, so like I'd be like, I don't want any lettuce or pickles or whatever, and people would give me shit for it. I'm just like, that's what they do. If they allow me to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, jeez.
If they don't allow it, then fine, I won't eat there. But like, it's like, it's like if it's a thing they do, why not take advantage of it?
Exactly.
People are weird. People are so fucking weird about restaurants.
And food.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't get restaurant culture. I don't go to restaurants very often, but I just don't get the fucking... People have like weird hang-ups about going to restaurants. I don't fucking get it. And like, the weird thing is that like, people are always like, projecting shit on the staff, but like, I work in a restaurant. We don't fucking care. We just want you to stop ordering pizzas at the last minute of the night.
Yeah, like, the main thing that a lot of people at a restaurant care about is if you eat the food and if you pay for it and tip them well. That's it.
Yeah, and don't make a scene or be a jerk. That's basically all they fucking care about. They could not... I guarantee you, restaurant staff don't give a fuck. Like, as long as you're not making their jobs harder, they don't give a fuck about you.
This isn't some, like, this isn't some,
they have
like, fucking...
shit to worry about.
This isn't some small mom-and-pop stand sushi restaurant in Tokyo, Japan that's been passed down from generation to generation, and there's, like, a very specific, whole-ass modicum that you have to, pay attention to. No, it's a fucking sit-down restaurant in North America. No one gives a shit.
It's a bit... He is one of, like, 600 people that's gonna be there that night. They're not even gonna remember him.
It's so minor. It's so fucking minor. And yet, fucking Reddit's over here just blasting his ass open. What is this?
This might be the most we've ever disagreed with Reddit.
What the fuck? This has broken me. This post has broken me.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Our verdict, not the asshole, but you know who is the asshole? Reddit today. Reddit's the asshole.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Send me another ITER or something, because I need to decompress from that. Wow.
Okay. Alright, how about this one?
I just got, like, question marks all in my brain right now. Just, what? Huh?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Am I the asshole for yelling at my boyfriend that I'm not his friend's personal cook?
Depends. Am I his friend?
I, female 31, have been with my boyfriend, male 32, for 2 years. We met via a dating site, and I moved into his hometown months ago. One new thing I learned about him is that he is extremely sociable. Ah, jeez. Sorry. He has a group of 15-plus guy friends that he calls brothers.
Brothers. Do they stand in a circle with robes? That'd be cool.
Believe it or not,
Believe
it or not, they're all single despite being in their 30s. Not saying it's weird, but still, they're military though.
Oh, I see. I see where this is going.
Okay. None of his friends can cook, and once they've tried my cooking, they start expressing what a great cook I am. My boyfriend then starts having them over for dinners. I find myself cooking not only extra portions of food, but also several different meals to accommodate each taste. Also, I was asked several times to cook for each one of his friends, and send the food directly to their house/apartment. I spoke to my boyfriend about how exhausting and unfair for me... about how it's... She missed a word. About how it's exhausting and unfair for me to be spending a majority of my time cooking and for too many people every day of the week, and he asked me to have some empathy for his friends who used to eat frozen food all day before I came along. Wow. I told him from now on I cook only 3 times a week and just for us two, and he said okay to that. Last week was his friend Ryan's birthday, you know, alias to protect the stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
He hosted the dinner party. Let's be real. It's what that is.
Yeah.
He hosted the dinner. The dinner party was at the bar at our place without consulting me. Then sent me a list of the name of every friend attending and the meal they requested that I cook. Let's just say that there were 10 plus friends of his coming over, expecting me to cook over several different meals aside from desserts and drinks and whatnot. I was expected to do all that on my own, while he just cleans up. Hold on. Well, he just cleans afterwards, but I refused and had an argument with him, and I yelled at him that I wasn't his friend's personal cook, and told him to cancel the dinner and go with his friends to the restaurant, but he got upset, saying it was unfair I put him on the spot in front of his friends, since that might damage his relationship with them, and not your girlfriend?
I think we know what's more important here, Kevin, and it's the brothers.
Bros before hoes.
Yeah, really aggressive handshake!
He begged I suck it up, and this will be the last time I cook, but I declined, and I went to the bedroom and stayed there till he left. He texted me hours later and kept on about me pulling out of cooking and ruining his friend's birthday, and by extension his relationship with him and other friends that he considers brothers. He said my reaction was not cool, and I shouldn't have hurt him like that. Am I the asshole?
No.
No, your brother, you made it clear.
No, her boyfriend.
Right. You made it clear to your boyfriend that you were not comfortable cooking all these different meals for all these different people just because it's convenient for them. You made that clear.
Yeah.
And although your boyfriend was like, they only ate frozen food until you came along, he agreed that you were only going to cook 3 meals a week only for the 2 of you, and he said okay to that. Then he went behind your back, made plans with his friends for you to be the cook for someone else's birthday
excuse me,
party.
brothers.
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 My brothers. Say it like Hulk Hogan.
My brothers.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the asshole. Your boyfriend's the asshole for putting you on the spot like that and for making his friend's lack of healthy eating habits your problem.
Yeah. I like top comment. Get your boyfriend to learn to cook for his 15-plus brothers.
Brothers.
You shouldn't have to feed them all the time. Cooking is a life skill, not a gender role. My 29M brother is even younger than your boyfriend, and even he knows how to cook. I don't get people who don't know how to cook, to be honest.
Me neither. It's not that hard. Just learn a few recipes and you're good.
Yeah,
Practice.
I don't know. Maybe it's just I just like food, and I watch a lot of... I've spent my whole life watching a lot of cooking and food content. Even though I don't I don't know a lot of recipes offhand, I know how to make things, and I just have basic ass fucking food literacy. I don't know.
Yeah, I like cooking.
People who don't are weird to me.
Yeah, I like cooking and I know how to cook. The only reason I buy frozen meals is because it's cheap and it's convenient.
Yeah, you're just poor.
Yeah. If I had more money, I'd be cooking more.
Yeah. But it's just I don't know, it's just it's just one of those things where like, it just feels like such a basic life thing that when people don't know anything about cooking, I'm just like, that's weird. You know, it's not like when people don't know anything about my niche fucking gaming interests. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But like, cooking is such a food is such a universal thing that when someone's like, yeah, I don't know anything about cooking, I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, learn how to make the food that you like. Don't wait for someone else to learn how to make it for you.
Learn how to be an organism.
Yeah, like, holy shit, you're, what, like, in your 30s now? Do something with your life, come on. Holy shit, take control of yourself. Be an independent, be an individual. Cook something, goddammit, the stove is there!
Anyway, yeah, not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole. Wow, what the fuck? At least this isn't one where I'm just, like, in the Twilight Zone and I don't know what anybody is talking about.
Yeah. Okay, not that one. Let me see here. What is this one about? All right. All right, I'll read this. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to answer the phone differently?
What, is she picking it up like, hi, fuck you?
Yo, you reached the fuckmeister. What up on the he's at?
Pick it up like the secretary in Monsters, Inc. What do you want?
No, this is Patrick. Anyway, my 25F girlfriend, 30F. Ooh, we got some lesbians up in here.
Woo! Fun.
Yep. Does something I consider really rude, but I understand it's most likely a difference in our habits. So was the last. They're all difference in habits.
Yeah.
That's not the point. Whenever someone calls when we go out, to, whether as a couple or to visit friends, she has to answer the phone and talk for, in my opinion, long periods of time. A few examples of this. We went to visit our friends, another couple, and 1 hour into our visit, her mom called, and she went into the bedroom and without asking to continue talking on the phone. After the first half hour, I thought something was wrong, so I got worried and went to see if she was all right. She waved me away with a smile and continued talking. She spent at least another 45 minutes on the phone while I sat and chatted with our friends. I thought this was super awkward since she didn't ask, and also, this was time we were supposed to spend with them. It started getting late and they were tired, but they were too polite to ask me to go get my girlfriend to leave to let them rest. Afterwards, I told my girlfriend and she agreed not to do it again. I said it's fine to answer and just say she'll call back later, but having a full conversation in the middle of plans is rude. Again, she was at a family dinner and stepped away to answer a phone call from a friend. She went upstairs to the guest bedroom and we could all hear her pacing down the hallway and laughing and talking loudly. This continued for about 20 minutes before I texted her saying my siblings were leaving to go home. She read it and said, okay, I'll be down, just talking to Patty. And the pacing and talking continues. Half an hour later, she finally comes downstairs. I told her again that she should just say she'll call them back later when we're out or have plans, unless it's an emergency. She called me a hard ass and said I'm being controlling and anal. Am I the asshole?
It's kind of bad form when you're going over to someone else's house to visit them and talk to them, and you just spend the entire time talking to somebody on the phone. It's bad form. It's kind of impolite.
They answer some questions. Thank you everyone for your input. I appreciate your comments. This is just to clarify some confusing parts of the original text and answer some common questions. Number 1, she went into the bedroom without asking to continue talking on the phone. This is referring to asking permission from the host to enter the bedroom.
Right.
I'm a private person, so it kind of baffled me. She just nonchalantly walked into their room and closed the door without a second thought. 2, my girlfriend does not have social anxiety or ADHD. She's normally outside of this very engaged and outgoing during social situations. To clarify, these are now mutual friends that I introduced her and my relatives to in these scenarios. They're both, however, casual events where she was under no expectation to come, but said she wanted to and was excited to see them. 3, I told her it makes me feel very awkward and uncomfortable because everyone else, including me, is just left in a limbo until her phone call ends. She said it's just a phone call, everyone can continue to chat without her. I told her that, well, that's true. I was also afraid that we're putting the host in an uncomfortable position. She asked what I wanted to do about it since it's rude for her to ignore her calls, and I suggested she answer the phone to see what's going on, and if it's not urgent, then say she can call them back later. And she said this is fine, but has continued to have long conversations because she says it gets carried away. She has stopped doing this on dates, as far as I know. Although it could just be that no one's called her. In our most recent conversation, she called me a hard ass because she thinks I'm taking this too seriously and that I'm the only one making a big deal out of it. I mean, literally you are, but I don't know if that is a good argument.
Yeah, I don't think it is, because I do think that she is being very impolite by ignoring the people whom, like, she is specifically... She says that she's going out to see these people, but then she's basically ignoring them in favor of somebody on her phone the entire visit, and doesn't actually get off until, you know, the visit's over and everyone's going home. That's very rude and very bad form. So I'm gonna say OP isn't the asshole, but his girlfriend, right?
No, her girlfriend.
Her girlfriend.
Remember, these are lesbians, right? Kevins. Yep. They're lesbians, Harold.
They're lesbians, Harold. Okay, I'm Harold now.
Gosh, oh, my skills.
Yeah, I think she needs to kind of pull back.
The best thing about lesbians is there's twice the boobies.
Fuck. Yeah, she needs to be more socially conscious, I think. I think that's all all this is. Yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah. I have nothing else to say. I agree. Not the asshole.
Sweet.
Yes. Why don't you read? Hold on. If it'll copy and paste the whole URL, because partial URLs don't work. Why don't you read this one?
All right, give me a second.
Yeah, read that with your lips in your mouth and whatnot.
All right. Let me take a look here. Opening up reddit.com. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for babysitters due to having a child-free wedding? Okay. My partner and I want a child-free wedding and it has caused a lot of drama. Oh, really now? To be fair, you wouldn't be on Reddit if it didn't.
Yeah.
My partner and I have been to multiple friends' weddings where the kids have run wild, screamed, cried, and threw tantrums throughout the wedding ceremony, which echoed and was the main thing you could hear. During some of the receptions, kids were running around and let loose, almost tripping servers carrying hot food or drinks, as kids aren't watching where they are going, and the parents weren't watching them. Yeah, that's just bad form on the parents' part. Throughout my life, I've always been sensitive to high-pitched noises. Fair, me too. I also... What? Ow, dude! That fucking hurt my ears.
I'm proving the point. Proving the point.
Jesus, man.
It's been proven.
Ah, Jesus. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to give you. Ow.
Okay, I guess you were really sensitive.
Yeah, that was really bad, man.
Okay, I thought you meant just like a little sensitive.
No, very sensitive, actually.
Okay, well, it's a good thing my normal speaking voice is so low and dulcet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I often get massive headaches and can get nauseous after long exposure to them. Okay, I'm not that bad.
Yeah, I'm not hearing any vomiting.
At last weddings, I've had to take strong painkillers.
I think you mean at previous weddings.
Yes. I've had to take strong painkillers to be able to go through the day, which meant I wasn't able to have any drinks and had to stick with water. Oof. For our wedding, the same people will be attending. From our past experience, we know that the same kids will cause the same problems as they did in previous weddings, which is not the kids' fault. Thank you for noticing that it's not the kids' fault.
Yeah.
Good on you.
They just got shitty, unformed brains.
Weddings aren't the place for 4 kids, but whatever.
This person's bad at writing.
They get bored easily, and they have to sit still and be quiet for an extended period of time, which can be difficult when you're young. We want a child-free wedding so we can enjoy our wedding. I can have celebration drinks on my wedding and don't have to spend the day medicated. Medicated is capitalized for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
Family is on board with this. Some friends aren't on board and say that if I won't invite their kids, then I have to pay for babysitters for them or they aren't coming. That's not...
Guess who's not coming?
We are having a small wedding and can't afford to pay for babysitters and their kids for their kids. I just want to enjoy my wedding. Am I the asshole for having a child-free wedding? No, I think you're actually being very, very reasonable, and they're just being assholes, wanting to shove off all responsibility on you instead of being good parents themselves.
Yep.
Edit.
Go on. Yeah, you do it.
Edit. If people can't come, we are 100% okay with it and won't hold it against them. Good on you. Bad on them. Good on you.
If there's anything I've learned from doing Reddit dives, it's that people become assholes when they become parents.
They can, yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of that, it's weird. Like, some people make parenting their entire personality, but, like, they also just are really, really bad at it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm a parent. Okay, but are you good at it?
Well, it's apparent that you're an asshole.
Yeah. Top comment. Not the asshole. If they can't come due to lack of childcare, I would simply say, I'm sorry you can't make it. We'll have to catch up after the wedding. Which, yeah. I just don't understand why people constantly are like, it's like, oh, you have to pay for the childcare because I can't be bothered to do it myself. It's like, if you can't come and you can't afford the childcare yourself, just don't come. It's not the end of the world. If this person needs a child-free wedding because he literally can't stand the noise, then that is perfectly understandable. He understands. This person, OP.
Yeah, I think it was the woman who wrote it, but yeah.
OP can't stand the noise, and they understand that. They don't want to inconvenience themselves and you, the people with the kids.
Yeah, and the kids, because like weddings are boring for kids.
They can be, yeah.
The most exciting part is cake, and that's like 2 minutes of a fucking 3-hour event.
Exactly. So I don't blame OP at all.
No, this makes sense.
I'm 27 and I don't like going to weddings.
Yeah. Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Certified.
Yeah, boy. Am I the asshole for combining my boyfriend's birthday and Christmas gift?
Oh.
So I'm a 28-year-old woman, and my boyfriend is 29. We've been dating for about a year now, and his birthday came around, and the issue is his birthday is on Christmas. This is an awkward thing, as money is tight already, having to buy my friend's family and him a Christmas gift. I know I don't have to do this, but I want to, and I don't do it for extended family because I have a huge family. But I decided to spend a bit more than I intended on him to make up for it. In the end, I got him a brand new Xbox Series X.
Okay, at the very least, that's a really, really good present.
As I knew how much he wanted one. Honestly, I thought I'd done good. Consoles aren't the easiest to find right now, especially on the run-up to Christmas. I'm still trying to find a PS5 for myself. Oh my god, he's got a gamer wife!
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah, let's see how he ruins it!
Oh no.
Stop dating dicks!
Who's been throwing dicks?
We exchanged gifts, and he seemed confused as to why he only had one gift, but last year I had 37! Well, some of them are quite a bit bigger than last year. I don't care how big they are! It's my favorite scene. I love that so much. There's just something so palpable about, but last year there were 37! We exchanged gifts, and he seemed confused as to why he only had one gift, but he opened it anyway and was happy with it, and then I asked if the other one just hadn't arrived right now. Reasonable assumption if he thought there would be 2, as deliveries have been terrible, and I'm currently waiting on like 5 deliveries. I explained it was a birthday Christmas combined gift combo package, and that I thought he'd like the money I'd have used for both combined into a console that I knew he wanted. I figured everything was fine, and he seemed happy enough. We set up the Xbox and played some games, then I headed home. I didn't hear from him for 2 days. Whatever, probably just too busy playing the new console, so I shot off a text saying I hoped he was good, and checking if we were still on for New Year's party with my friends. He didn't reply. Finally worried, I called him and managed to get a hold of him, and he asked if something was up. He admitted that he was upset I'd combined his 2 gifts, and that as a person born on Christmas, he always felt his birthday was overlooked, and that I'd done the same thing. I was surprised by this. He seemed fine at the time, so I'd thought and made it clear it was money that I would have used on 2 gifts. I explained this to him, and he said he still felt like shit over it, and I apologized for this, but the call ended without us resolving it. I ended up going to the New Year's party alone. I honestly feel like shit over this. Am I the asshole for not buying him 2 gifts? Should I just bite the bullet and buy him another gift to try to make up for it?
This is a complicated situation. Okay. On one hand, I understand the concern he has about... I understand the concern he has about other people kind of feeling like people overlook his birthday because it comes on the same day as Christmas. I have a niece whose birthday comes 2 days after Christmas, and we try our hardest to make sure that both days have equal amount of importance.
Yeah.
So it's like this year I got her a Christmas present and a birthday present, like, separately. But sometimes I understand that doesn't exactly happen, and at the very least, OP, I do think it was a cool attempt at, trying to, kind of balance the two by getting one really big, really expensive present rather than, like, two less expensive and less, impressive presents. I think the Series X was actually, like, a really cool gesture.
Yeah.
But I also understand the boyfriend's point of view because, like, that's something that happens a lot for people whose birthdays fall on major holidays like Christmas. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that there's no assholes here. It just was just a very unfortunate situation.
I think he has a right to be miffed, but I also think he's being irrational, and I think ignoring his girlfriend and, like, trying to make her feel bad over it is, like... I think he's taking it too far. Like,
a little.
My birthday's pretty close to Christmas. I sort of relate to this feeling.
True.
Yeah. But, like, it's like... I don't know, like, I get the logic, and it's something that I would have really wanted, so it's like, and I've had combined gifts in the past, and it's like, I don't know, you just fucking live with it,
Yeah.
I feel like at his age, this sort of cold shoulder shit over only getting a Series X is like, that's kind of immature.
I will admit that is pretty petty on his part. I'll say not the asshole, and your boyfriend's being a little bit of a dick, but, like, he should learn to lighten up a little bit about the whole thing.
Of course there's fucking comments been like, girl, I would have made that Xbox an Xbox, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, this isn't...
I'm sick of this culture where people can't work out their own issues.
It's like, this is a pretty minor, like, bump in the road, all considered.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
like...
I think they can work this out. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do think he's being kind of immature about it, but at the same time, it's like, just fucking talk to each other.
But I also understand why he might feel that way, so...
I get why he feels that way. I just think his actions are a bit much.
Fair.
It's a bit extra.
A little bit, yeah. Like, I will say, for sure, that the ghosting his girlfriend for 2 days straight thing was pretty bad.
Yeah, it's just like... It's not needed.
Yeah,
not needed.
yeah.
Yeah, you got a gamer wife. Or girlfriend, sorry. Just gamer GF. Just fucking stop.
You're living the dream!
Yeah, stop being a fuck. Stop being a fuck. Okay?
You're an Xbox. She's a PS5.
Yeah. There's a lesson here somewhere. I don't know. Did you read that one? I can't even remember anymore.
No, that was you. That was you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I understand. This isn't a post I'm reading, but I scrolled past something I say that says, "Did you hear about the Canadian monarchy are going to make a video game?"
The what?
The Canadian monarchy are apparently going to make a video game about the history and legacy of Canada.
Oh boy, the gripping and historical legacy of Canada. I don't know.
Okay. Have you already inherited your boyfriend's intense hatred of Canada?
No. Look, I don't know enough about Canada to say whether or not this is a good idea, is what I'm saying.
Well, I guess I have to be the Canada simp at this point. I have to defend our neighbors from the north against the unjust vitriol of my co-host and friend of the show, Cube the Third.
It's not vitriol, it's just a lack of...
That's how it starts, Kevin. That's how it starts.
Look, I actually like total drama, okay?
how long will that last?
We'll find out next time. No.
On Total Drama Podcast.
I kind of want to. Oh my god! Like a fictional podcast hosted by Chris would actually be really fun. With Chef being the Chef being the co-host.
That sounds fun.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
They should get on that.
Mm-hmm. I sent you a post.
All right. Okay. I forgot that I didn't read that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we both had so much to say about that.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, okay, both of us, okay.
Just the two of us.
Oh my god.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Am I the asshole for refusing to go to work?
Depends. Do I have to cover for you?
I-22... God, that's funny. That is really funny.
It's all subjective.
I, 22 female, have been employed with this company for 2 years. I have never taken time off, and I have always been on time for my shifts. Okay, so, yeah, you're a pretty good employee. Good. I make approximately $17 an hour. Holy shit!
Whoa, that's still poverty wages, but it's better than it could be.
It's better than half the people better than what half the people I know get.
Yeah.
And my commute to work is about 60 kilometers one way.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Boo.
Yeah, I think about 20% of your paycheck is going into gas alone.
Oh, oh god. Why do people do that? I don't get it. I'd never do that.
With these colder weather conditions, negative 36 degrees Celsius. We have somebody going by the metric system here.
That's by my approximation, that's pretty cold.
Yeah. My vehicle wouldn't start regardless of what I did. I phoned in to work and updated them on my situation and let them know I may be an hour or two late. They immediately told me an hour was the latest I could be late, and any time after that was not acceptable and I'd face serious consequence. She's been a loyal... What? Whoa. Okay, already. Red flag. Woohoo. Loyal employee.
Whoa. That's
for
by the way.
2
That's
plus years.
By the way. That's actually negative 32 Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Where do you live?
Where are you in Alaska?
What the fuck?
They demanded that I...
Do you work at an Arctic research base?
The fuck is this? They demanded that I call AMA and have them get my car going. I did as told, but it was a 48-hour wait due to the amount of cars being stalled. You know, shit. It's negative 32 degrees out. What is this? Where are you? I updated work on my situation via phone call again, and they began raising their voice and trying to get me to take a taxi or transit. I live outside the city in a small town where transit isn't a thing. I debated on Uber, but it was going to be approximately $90 there and back. I was only going to work for a 6-hour shift, which would have only given me $100 overall. Yeah, not worth it at that point. They still insisted I pay full price for the Uber ride there, as showing up for the job was more important than my Yeah, no. No, you're not the asshole. You are not the asshole. Holy shit. Already saying this right off the bat. Your employer sucks. Fuck that. Oh my god.
Not good.
I got irritated and told them they're ridiculous if they think I'll willingly lose money just to get to work. I didn't show up for the shift. I had no one able to give me a ride, and I wasn't going to lose $100 for an Uber just to go to work. They flagged me and threatened to fire me. Am I the asshole? Nah, let them fire you. Get a different job. Fuck that. They do not respect you.
Yeah, nope, this sucks. Nope.
Top comment. Go ahead.
Go. No, I was just gonna say, if their business is managed so poorly that one person not showing up ruins everything, then that's a managerial problem. That's their problem.
Yep, not the asshole. If they think it's reasonable to spend nearly $100 on a commute for a $17 an hour job, they must be high, especially given the fact that you never miss work. Pretty much. Because, like, at that point, I think they can, like, you come every day to work for 2 years straight, being paid $17 an hour, like, that is really good, like, employee loyalty, and they're not taking that into account. This is an extreme situation where you straight up can't come, and they're like, oh, it's not our fucking problem.
I like a comment here. If your job tells you that to be there, then you really should have at least tried to bend the laws of thermodynamics with naught but the power of your mind. OP is definitely the asshole for not being a godlike super being and immediately starting the car with their mind upon the request of their boss. I cannot believe this.
Yeah, that's actually another common thing that I see in a lot of these. That's another thing I see commonly in a lot of these ITs is just employees getting burned by really bad managers, and then being guilted into thinking that they're doing something wrong when really it's just the managers being really, really bad at their jobs.
Yeah.
And taking it out on the employee.
Yeah.
Like, that's a very common thread that I see in a lot of these. And, like, it's gotten to the point whenever I see an ITA where the title is like, you know, my work is, you know, it's like, am I the asshole for not going to work, or am I the asshole for doing this at work? It's like, I'm automatically predisposed to lean on the employee side of things that I am the business. Because a lot of times it's just down to very bad management.
One of my favorite jokes from Futurama. You know what's the worst part of being a slave? The hours.
Interestingly, Ash was watching that episode of Futurama last night.
I know, I'm psychic.
Oh, man. Remember me.
Can't we go every 1 second, or maybe half second? Good idea, slave. 1/2 pull, 1/2 pull, 1/2 pull, 1/2 pull.
All right, it's yours next.
I have the floor. I've got the floor. I own the floor. The floor is mine.
The floor is lava.
Oh, fuck.
Fare thee well. Just go down in the lava with your thumb up like the fucking like the T-800.
Yeah.
Da na 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 na.
Am I the asshole for insisting to watch a surveillance tape to clear my name?
All right, let's see where this goes.
I work in a cinema. This is cinema.
This is cinema.
This is literally cinema. I work in a cinema that frequently has special screenings. Last week we hosted a charity event with the spokesperson of the charity. Unbeknownst to me, a collection box was put up for donations. After every guest left, the charity spokesperson and my manager went into the office and I was left alone to close up. After 15 minutes or so, both of them returned. I was busy closing the hall, and a moment later I heard the spokesperson yelling. I went back to the counter and asked what was going on, and was immediately accused by the spokesperson of stealing money out of the box. I was shocked, and swore that I didn't touch the box. I didn't even know that the box was left alone with me. I was told that a few handfuls of cash were obviously missing, and my manager agreed how suspicious it was that I was left alone with the donations, and now money was missing. A back and forth of me swearing that I didn't steal anything, and the spokesperson still accusing me of doing exactly that, lasted for a minute or so. I was close to tears at the end, and was told by both of them to just forget it, and whatever. But the way they were looking at me and each other made me feel so horrible, I offered that they could check my bag and coat. I was told to drop it. It's done now. We'll talk later. By my manager, and they were getting ready to leave. At that point, I remembered that we have a surveillance camera, so I asked that we watch the tape. I was told it's late and they wanted to go, but I was so angry at the whole situation that I pretty much yelled at them that we have to watch the tape now! There's an exclamation point, so, you know. Both of them were really pissed off, but went with me to watch the tape. And guess what? It showed me behind the counter for a few minutes and disappearing into the hall. The box standing there. I didn't look at it once. I didn't touch it. I just walked past it a few times. There was complete silence for a moment, and the spokesperson just said, "Okay, well then." and I was getting ready to leave again. I asked for an apology, but was told very condescendingly that the topic was already dropped, and I made such a scene at the end for, quote, no reason, and made them all stay almost 30 minutes late. My manager apologized profusely to the spokesperson for the inconvenience and ushered them out the door. After that, my manager absolutely laid into me for my embarrassing behavior. I was told that I could have just let it go, and we should have watched the surveillance tape another day, and how completely and unnecessarily I escalated the situation. We left after that, both of us still fuming, and since then the story has made the rounds, and half my colleagues are on my side, but the other half thinks that I got way too emotional, and my behavior made the incident into a much bigger thing than it had to be. Am I the asshole?
You were accused of theft.
No, you don't understand. The subject was dropped, Kevin. They dropped it.
Yeah, because
they dropped it.
Yeah, they say, like, here's the thing.
Criminal. Never mind. Whatever. It's cool.
The thing, that's funny. The thing is, they say that, you know, the situation was dropped, but you know that they were just holding on to it. You know that there was still baggage there, and the only reason they said that was because they didn't want to deal with the blowback of being wrong.
Yeah,
that's how.
Which they didn't. Even when they were proven wrong, they're just like, yeah, whatever, okay.
Yeah, and
it's like.
Yeah, and the thing is, then the manager is all like, you escalated this to a point where it's like, it shouldn't have been escalated.
Well, they escalated it to the fucking point.
Exactly, that's the problem. It was it's another thing of shit management. What the fuck is this?
I was the one, it's like, he was the one not wanting to escalate it. The spokesperson escalated it.
Oh my god. Not the asshole.
Top comment. There's absolutely no way they were not going to pin it on you anyway if you hadn't done that. You could have watched the tape later, but the manager had already decided you were guilty, so without doing what you did, they were going to blame you.
Yep, pretty much. And that's what would have happened. Like,
if you aren't ready to make a situation and like deal with it, don't accuse people of shit.
Yeah. Like, it was their fault in the first place for accusing you with no reasonable reason.
They wasted their own damn time.
Yeah, that's on them, not you. You were just covering your own ass. Yeah. I would have done the same fucking thing. I think a lot of people would have done the same fucking thing in that situation. Like, I'm not going to blame OP for this. What the fuck?
Nope, not the asshole. All right, you read this one.
All right, give me a hot moment. All right. It's loading. Give it a hot second. Am I the asshole for getting my brother expelled?
Damn.
I, 17, am LGBTQ, specifically bi.
The B in that sentence.
I've been out for... God, that reminds me of, like, this... That reminds me of this, like, really bad tweet that was going around where it's like, the A in LGBTQIA+ stands for ally. And it was just, like, Ratio City on that. Anyway.
Yeah.
I've been out for 3 years, and although my family could have been better, they're pretty good about not being bigoted around me. Well, everyone but my brother. M.
Oh, what an ominous fucking thing.
M does not hide the fact that he's homophobic. From saying, you shouldn't have come out to your 13-year-old brother, I'm just going to make fun of you, to calling me a hag fag. It's really, really obvious.
They're getting creative, these homophobes.
I spend as little time with my brother as possible. He does not get in trouble at home because my parents see it as a normal teenage boy behavior. Oh yeah, hating gay people, it's totally normal for a young teenage boy. Totally normal to be completely bigoted all to hell to your own flesh and blood. Totally normal. Holy shit. Last week, my brother walked into my room bragging about how he made a funny joke in class. I asked him to go into detail, and he basically said, oh, I called the tranny the last gender bender.
Oh, I get it. It's like a last airbender pun. I get it. I get it.
I was infuriated. I told him to get out of my room and that he was going to be sorry for what he did. I then emailed the principal of his middle school and told him what my brother said to me. I also told him how my brother called the non-binary teacher at his school a retard, and how he has told me that he hates all the gay kids at school. I was fed up and felt like my brother deserved punishment. Now my brother has been expelled and my parents are really mad at me. They said that I did it because I felt slighted that he never got in trouble at home, and now he can't do school sports next year or qualify for the reduced college program my school district has. He shouldn't have been homophobic!
I love their logic where they're like, you just felt bad because we never punished him.
Yes! Yes, I did! Yes!
I'm just like, huh. Weird how you word that so that you have no responsibility in that.
So am I the asshole? Yeah, no. Your brother was being a massive fucking dick, and this is the consequences of his actions.
I'm sorry, did the system just work?
For once, the system works! For once! Yeah, not the asshole. There's no room for small-minded people like him. It baffles me that the parents say that this is normal teen behavior. While it's normal for teens to act dumb, it's also normal for them to suffer the consequences for it. It should not have...
The real assholes are the parents, let's be honest.
They are. It should have started with the parents teaching him it's not okay to say those things, even if it meant giving him punishment over it. Their refusal to act meant the school had to, and now they're surprised? Like, literally just surprised Pikachu face. My son was homophobic and got in trouble for it? Oh no!
I'm just like, what kind of shit parents seem fine with their, I don't know what gender this person is, but fine with their other child coming out, and then, like, just let the other kid be homophobic towards them?
Like,
what the fuck is that about?
What is going on with these parents? What is their baseline for human decency here?
We don't understand, Kevin. It's normal teenage boy behavior.
It really isn't. It really isn't.
You know what? These parents, they're pretty fucking gay, let's be honest.
No, the problem is that they're not gay.
Well, that's a can of worms. But not the asshole.
Yeah. Holy shit. Damn. Damn,
Play stupid
boy.
games, win stupid prizes.
Mm-hmm, yep. I've been saying this.
You did not invent that phrase. Don't fucking...
But I like saying it. I say it quite a bit.
Unlike me, who invented the phrase epic win at age 11.
Are you sure you have? Are you sure you did?
I swear everyone only started saying it after I said it!
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Computer, deactivate wanna.
Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend not to be his best friend's best man at his wedding?
Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend not... I'm making sure I read this right. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend not to be his best friend's best man at his wedding?
No, he's telling his best friend not to be his boyfriend's best friend at the boy wedding for friend boys, bestly.
What?
You understand? You get it?
No.
Well, he says you can't... Look, his best friend can't be his boyfriend at his boyfriend's friend's best man at his boyfriend's wedding.
Just read the ITA.
Throwaway account, but I need some opinions.
Okay.
Well, you've come to the right place at ITA Conflicted 1234.
We have plenty of those here.
Yep. I, 26F, have been with my boyfriend, 27M, for 2 years. We recently found out that we're expecting a baby, and we're both excited about it. He has a best friend, also 27M, that got engaged to his fiancée, 24F, over the summer, and they plan on getting married in May. He asked my boyfriend to be the best man. They've known each other since childhood. Now here is the conflict. The fiancée and I had a falling out last year. We used to be really close, but she pulled a complete 180 on me and went behind my back. When I confronted her about it back then, she looked completely confused and asked what she did and how she can fix it. I wanted to believe her, but felt that she should have known already why I was mad at her. My boyfriend is still close to both his best friend and the fiancé to this day, since he's known both them before dating me. He mentioned that he could bring me to the wedding in case something happens with my pregnancy. I told him that I wasn't going to sit through and watch someone who betrayed me celebrate love. They don't deserve to be happy.
Oh my god.
My boyfriend understood that, but he told me that being the best man was very important to him. I lost it! And told him that if I'm not going to the wedding, then he shouldn't be his best man and should prioritize me and the baby. And the baby. He dropped the conversation after that. I told some of my friends this, and they said that though the pregnancy is important for him to be attentive to, I should move on from the drama and let him be there for his best friend's big day. I still stand firm that because it would be awkward with his fiancée if I went. His best friend can find someone else to be his best man. Am I the asshole?
Don't go! Problem solved!
I feel like the fact that they were incredibly vague about what this conflict is tells me that they were concerned that if they spelled out the conflict, they would look bad.
Yeah, like, this is really vague.
You made a throwaway account, and you were still incredibly vague on the details of what this falling out entailed. That tells me you know it probably doesn't make you look good.
Yeah, and, like, even then, your boyfriend is, like, just because they don't like you doesn't mean that they shouldn't also... The fact that they don't like you is irrelevant here. This is for your boyfriend slash fiance slash whatever the hell. This is for him. He's the one that they invited, not you. This doesn't involve you. And you're making it involve you. That's the problem here. You're being incredibly petty and selfish and trying to rule over your boyfriend's relations with other people simply because you don't like them. Simply because they went behind your back and betrayed you. That's your hang-up, not theirs.
Here's a comment. You're the asshole. This is a huge red flag. For him, not you. This is incredibly controlling on your part. If you don't want to go to the wedding, fine, but stop being a micromanager of his friendships. Yeah. This behavior will push him away and turn him and many other people against you in the long run. Controlling isn't cute, and it's a long-term poison for a relationship. Book yourself a spa day on the day of and enjoy yourself, but don't do this. If you love this man, love him enough to let him be friends with his friend. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a co-parenting relationship with an ex. Yeah. And someone else said, so, this woman possibly gossiped about something personal about OP, which couldn't be too damn egregious because OP apparently hasn't suffered any long-term consequences because of it, except for some other gossip friend telling her friend did this thing, driving a wedge between them. And then when OP confronted Thread, she acted confused, said she didn't say she actually did it, and asked how she could fix the relationship. So OP decided that holding grudges was more important than fixing things for herself and her boyfriend's best friend, and now she's demanded he declines best man honors and skip the wedding of his long-term best friend. OP, this is some high school mean girl level bullshit. You need to grow up. Your friend is asked to fix this. You are the one keeping the feud going, and you have no right to tell your boyfriend he can't be best man at his friend's wedding, even if you don't like his fiancée for some small-time gossip that happened 2 years ago. This is not a pissing contest between you, the boyfriend's best friend, or his fiancée. You don't have to prove yourself top dog here. You're the asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that pretty much runs over all of the issues that are inherent with this story. Oh, yeah. Man. OP is just a petty, catty bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Which, we see a lot of those, too.
Yeah.
But this is one of the more interesting and unique petty, catty bitch stories that we've had.
Mm-hmm. Here's a one for you to read with your mouth words.
Oh, boy, my mouth words.
Are you typing?
I'm not typing.
Oh, it says you're typing. You got some on your keyboard?
Oh, yeah, no, I accidentally hit your name, so it registered as Kevin is typing.
Oh, okay, I see.
Am I the asshole for canceling my daughter's 16th birthday party?
Did she say something homophobic?
I, 49M, have a daughter, 15F, and a son, 14M. Both live with me permanently as their mother lives in another state. My daughter's been struggling keeping her grades up and hanging out with the wrong crowd. Okay, all right. I have hired a few tutors to help her with some subjects, and she is seeing a therapist. She will lash out sometimes at home, and I will have to punish her. She asked if I could
with lashings.
She asked if she could celebrate her 16th birthday party at the house, and I told her that I was fine with having a party as long as she stayed out of trouble and did well on her math test. Oh.
My name is Timmy Turner, and I cheated on my math test.
I never said that! The party is scheduled for the weekend of January 14th, and we have about 10 of our friends coming over. I get a call from the school on Wednesday that she had snuck in a water bottle filled with alcohol, and one of her friends had to be sent to the nurse. I went to pick her up, and she...
What a lightweight!
I went to pick her up, and she tells me that her one friend pressured her into bringing the bottle to school. She will serve in-school suspension for 5 days. When we got home, I took away all of her electronics, and she can only use her birthday for her phone for emergencies. My bad.
Yeah.
I also told her that the birthday party will be canceled. Okay, that's... She got very upset and started screaming at me that I was the worst father in the world. She stormed up to her room and slammed the door. Am I the asshole for canceling my daughter's 16th birthday party?
Well, I know you're not the worst father in the world because we read that other one earlier.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I understand that... Okay, for one, she's a teenage girl. Like, she's gonna have these problems. She's gonna have these issues with falling into the wrong crowd. It's a matter of her learning the consequences of her actions, which, hey, kids these days don't have enough of. And she made a serious error in judgment by allowing her friend to pressure her into bringing alcohol to school and like doing all of this bullshit. Honestly, I think you're just doing the right thing and being a good parent. You have to play the bad guy sometimes when you're a parent. That's just a fact. Your kid isn't going to understand or even appreciate it in the moment. But later on down the line, when they look back at everything that you've done and all of the mistakes that they've made, they're going to look at all this and be like, yeah, that was my fuck up, and I understand why. It sucked at the time, but, like, I'm better off for it.
Or they won't, and they'll just grow up to be assholes.
Yeah.
And we'll read more posts about them.
Yeah, but
the sequel.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you gotta roll the dice on that one. You gotta discipline your kids, and sometimes it's going to be really harsh. She made a massive fuck up, and her massive fuck up had massive consequences.
I don't know. I think that was a medium fuck up, honestly.
For a 16-year-old, I don't know, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say not the asshole here because she's the one that made the mistake.
Am I the asshole for correcting a parent in the audience who answered a math problem wrong?
What?
I can't even do this voice because it's a woman. God damn it.
Oh man.
I 19 female. Ugh. God damn it. I wanted to do the nerd voice. Tutor at an elementary school, and the principal told me at a PTO meeting to show what the kids are learning in math. I drew a math problem. 1 + 2 × 2 + 3. I was about to show that we're learning order of operations. One parent in the audience yelled out 9 as the answer. And I'm like, actually it's 8 because order of operations. I was trying to explain what we're teaching the kids, and all the parents started yelling over me that the answer is 9.
Oh.
And some were even yelling that it's 11. Everyone was yelling over me and arguing with each other. I loudly say, it's 8, trying to regain order, and the guy who originally yelled 9 was like, what are they teaching our kids? The principal eventually stepped in to maintain order. She says next time not to give a direct example and that I shouldn't have given the parents an opportunity to answer. She says I'm asking for chaos to ensue. Edit. For the people in my inbox arguing with me that it's 9, it's not 9. Type it into a calculator.
Hold up. Give me a second. You're not the asshole. This is funny as hell.
That's so funny.
All of the parents are fucking stupid.
Welcome to teaching math. People are idiots. I can see how someone could get 9 if they don't understand PEMDAS, but how the fuck did they get 11? And someone's like, I think the 11 people did the problem from right to left.
Oh my god. No.
You'll feel a lot better when you find out the true answer is 15. Sam Deb for life.
Sam Deb.
People, if there's anything Twitter has taught me, people don't understand order of operations.
Holy shit, I can't tell you how many times a simple math problem has gone viral on Twitter simply because nobody knows how to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
can't begin to tell you.
The absolute state of our education system.
Oh my god.
These parents aren't helping.
Thank you for one of the most lighthearted and funniest itas we've read in a while.
Yeah, that was funny. Not the asshole. Good teacher. Understands order of operations. Hopefully the kids will understand order of operations if their parents don't have anything to do with it.
Based and PEMDAS pilled.
Yeah, based and PEMDAS pilled. Okay. You, Kevin, read this one.
Woo! Am I the asshole for asking my son to consider the needs of his brother when planning the food for his wedding?
A lot of weddings today.
Man, yeah, weddings bring out the worst in people. I've noticed.
A lot of weddings, foods, and brothers.
My eldest son, quote unquote, Robert, age 33, just finished his time in the Canadian Armed Forces. Ah, more Canada.
Ah! So you hate this guy already?
No! The opposite.
Okay.
And he's moved back to our city now that he's out. Robert also recently got married. Because of the pandemic restrictions in our province at the time, and because they didn't want anyone to catch coronavirus, fair enough. Ah, jeez, sorry. Having some heartburn issues. But I'm okay. Yeah. They didn't want anybody to catch coronavirus. They just went to the city hall and didn't have a ceremony or any guests or anyone there. They shared photos of it to those who wanted. Once things are safe, they'll have a reception with guests and dinner and dancing and everything else. Sounds reasonable. Obviously, nothing is set in stone, but they have begun getting ideas about what they want for the reception. Me, age 58, and my wife, age 54, asked Robert to think of our younger son John, age 29, and his needs when they choose the food for the reception. John has struggled with his weight. At his heaviest, John weighed almost 450 pounds. Wow. I'm not even going to read off the kilogram thing. Yeah. Fuck it. 5 years ago, John...
Oh, that's so anti-Canadian of you.
5 years ago, John had bariatric surgery and he lost weight, but he still weighs about 300 pounds. Even after the surgery, which did help, he had a difficult time and he's still trying to lose weight. In terms of the wedding reception, we're thinking of things like a plated meal as opposed to an open buffet, like they were
boring.
Like we're thinking of vegetarian/low carb and other health food instead. Man, this is written like shit.
Yeah.
More calorie-rich foods and nothing too big for dessert/sugar-free or light food.
It's a celebration. How fucking boring.
It's a celebration, not a diet plan. Holy shit. We presented several concrete options for edible but low-calorie and healthy ideas. We also thought the other guests might appreciate less Wow,
they're there to celebrate.
You are projecting. Hello.
They're there to let loose.
You should work at a theater because you're very good at projection. Robert was not receptive to our request. He said that they will do what they want and John can deal with it. Okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow.
Sunglasses drop. Oh!
I know it's difficult to understand if you've never had issues with your weight, and Robert is in above average shape due to his time.
I understand.
Due to his time in the Canadian Armed Forces. Robert said he wouldn't even bring this up with his wife. He isn't at all happy with us right now. Even John tried speaking with him and he got nowhere. Was I out of line? I don't believe so, but Robert certainly does.
It's not everyone else's problem.
Yeah, I really don't think that... Yeah, this isn't Robert's problem.
Just because what the fuck is the other guy's name? John?
Yeah, John.
Just because John has a weight problem doesn't mean that everyone else has to fucking base their lives around him.
Yeah, like, you can offer alternative options for John, but whether or not John actually takes those alternative options is up to him. And
if you have to form the entire world around John and provide only safe options for John, John is never going to lose weight because he's never going to have the discipline himself.
Yeah. So
John needs to fucking learn to deal with his problems himself. You can't fucking bend the world to your will.
Not to mention it's highly presumptuous of OP to be like, all the other people coming to the wedding will appreciate fewer temptations. Like,
nobody's going to a wedding to eat fucking calorie 1 or whatever.
no one's going there to eat celery sticks. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. You're the asshole, OP. Wow. If Robert doesn't want to do that, that's Robert's MO. You're not going to convince him otherwise, and you are under no authority to force him. Even though he's your son, this is his wedding. He gets to plan it however he wants. If he's not up to, accommodating one person over probably dozens of other people who are coming, that's his prerogative.
Top comment, you're the asshole. This is supposed to be a wedding celebration for your oldest son and his wife, not a day to cater to the needs of your youngest. If John can't handle a buffet with rich foods, you should just stay home.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep, agreed.
You need to learn self-control, and you don't do that by making everyone else only give you safe options.
Yeah, let John's got to figure this shit out himself. He can't be babied his entire life.
Yeah.
He's got to take responsibility for his own health.
At other people's expense, anyway.
Yeah, he's got to take responsibility for his own health at this point. It's not his brother's, priority.
All right. Am I the asshole for not being Irish?
Wait, am I the asshole for not being Irish?
Yes.
What?
Well, maybe. We'll find out. I have Irish great-great-grandparents. I live in England, as has all my relatives I live in jolly old England since 1910. I have recently started to have an American live with me, and she introduces herself to people as Irish. Now, I know Americans do this weird thing where they believe where their ancestors came from. We Europeans find this hilarious, but what are you going to do? Recently, I've been researching my family history, and she got involved. She's now saying that I should go around saying I'm Irish, otherwise it's disrespectful to my ancestors. The problem is, I'm not Irish. I'm English. I don't know Irish culture. I've never been to Ireland. I am English. I'd argue she isn't Irish either, since she's never been nor knows Irish culture, but she can introduce herself however she wants. I don't care. She's getting incredibly upset that I'm refusing to say I am Irish, and she's even started to introduce me as her Irish friend. I told her to stop, but she got annoyed. I mean, where do you draw the line on ancestors anyway? Should I introduce myself as African before all my ancestors started as an African? No. Am I the asshole for saying I'm not Irish? For not saying I'm Irish? I'm not Irish!
No, what the fuck?
Official judgment, not the asshole. As an Irish person, I can say you're right. She's not Irish, nor are you. Americans give themselves a bad name claiming to be Irish due to a vague ancestry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm Irish as well, and I agree with this.
I think it's funny as hell that she's getting so bent out of shape. It's like, no, you're totally Irish. No, you're being the asshole for not saying that you're fucking Irish. No, stop it.
We're Irish twinsies.
Twinsies!
I'm American with Irish ancestors, and I agree. I have no idea why people do this. I cringe when I think about my brother's Irish-inspired tattoos. We've never been to Ireland, and as far as I know, we haven't had any connection in generations.
Yeah, by that metric, I'm fucking German. The fuck?
Yeah. I have quite a bit of Irish and German, but I don't go around calling myself that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm pure-blooded American, far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I learn a bit about it. I'm very I'm like 70% Irish.
Yeah,
like with some German and then some Chippewa. But there was a interesting comment because someone was like, "Why are people like this? It's so ridiculous." And someone had an interesting explanation. They say, Americans feel they have connection to their ancestors and their heritage from whatever country they came from before America because of immigration. If your family immigrated here after England came, it's likely those immigrants were discriminated at some point. This causes exclusion in the community. This means that it was likely an Italian immigrant lived in a community mostly of Italian immigrants in America where it was safe for them. Then subsequently their descendants stay in or near that community. Since these communities stayed closed off for a while, they have several things that only groups of Italians do. a small, unique subset of American culture, mostly exclusive to Italian immigrants and their descendants. This includes phrases and speech such as the weird Italian-American pronunciations of words that likely caused by children and grandchildren trying to mimic Italian without understanding it.
Yeah.
Or the words are from an old Sicilian dialect that isn't spoken anymore, but Americans learned it, and actual Italians don't sound like that anymore.
Yeah.
This also includes food dishes being radically different, but still based on the traditional Italian dishes because they didn't have access to the right ingredients, so they modified recipes. Their parents or grandparents talk about Italy to them, so some pick up Italian. They identify their heritage with their family because their parents and grandparents did, and then their community does. So saying you're Italian while in America is something you should say in America only because the meaning is accurately understood. Saying it in Europe just confuses everyone and makes you look like an ass.
Yeah.
Do some people take it too far? Are some people weird about it? Also, yes, but I think people dismiss this aspect of American culture too quickly. Anyway, OP's not the asshole, though.
Yeah, OP's not the asshole. Certified!
Interesting perspective. Then they should call themselves Irish American. This won't be seen as ridiculous from Europe's side.
Yeah. Like, you can call yourself Irish American or whatever your ancestry is plus American. Like, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, white woman, am I right?
White people, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's always white people. Goddamn.
Yeah, crackers be
white
crazy.
People, fuck white people. Think we should do a couple more and then move on to the lightning round?
Yeah. Okay, you can read this. You can read this petty revenge story.
Ooh, fun. We don't get enough of those. I love petty revenge. All right. Let's see where this goes. If it'll fucking load. Someone bullied me, so I gave him the wrong answers on the exam. Wow, this really is petty. For some context, this takes place last year. There are two main characters, me and another person that I will call Chris. Chris always bullied me for having bad vision and wearing glasses. He spelled it warring.
Warring glasses for war!
My vision is so bad. I'm blind from one eye and my other eye is really bad. I always need my iPad to help me see text or any other thing that is far away. Even if the paper has been printed in bigger font, I would still use it. So it was time for exams. I had Chris in all my classes. I had good grades in classes, unlike Chris, who was failing almost all classes. He begged everyone to help him cheat. I would have helped him if he was anyone else. But, okay, hold on, my eyes are itching. Fuck. Stop
you have bad eyes. You've been infected.
I don't have bad eyes, but I do have, like, minor hearing loss in my right ear.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you didn't do it.
That you know of.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't you. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
He begged everyone to help him cheat. I would have helped if he was anyone else, but because he was him and he made my life hell, I didn't. So he asked me to help him cheat. I thought this was a great idea to get my revenge. I said okay. In all our exams, I gave him wrong answers. 2 weeks later, we got our grades, and he failed all of the exams, meaning he failed all classes besides one, English, where he got 55%. How do you fail English? Dude, you speak English.
How do you pass at 55% is my question.
I don't know. D minus?
I guess.
But I, on the other hand, got really good grades. Chris was really mad. He tried to fight me, but there were teachers who stopped him. He couldn't tell any teacher that I was the reason he failed. What was he going to say? He gave me the wrong answers in the exam? If he tried telling anyone, he would get in trouble for cheating. His friend and him kept calling me an asshole and telling me that I should have let him cheat. He ended up wasting his summer in summer school. Well, that's on him for being an idiot.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yep. That's really fun, though. Like just...
Yeah.
Ha! I'm gonna waste your entire summer, bitch.
Okay, so I actually forgot one interesting item. Am I the asshole for setting a glitter trap to catch my mother-in-law trying to snoop?
A glitter trap.
A glitter trap.
Oh, this sounds fun. Let's go.
For some weird reason, my mother-in-law really wants to go into our bedroom whenever she comes over. Maybe she thinks you're hiding a plan for the family jewels in there. She wants to get the inheritance. Anyway, on one occasion, I followed her as she went upstairs. I was going to get something for my child as the bedrooms are upstairs. She walked past the bathroom on the main floor and up the stairs behind it. She didn't hear me, and I caught her walking straight into my room and rifling through bills on my dresser. She denied snooping, even though I just watched her do it, and said that she was going to use our bathroom because she couldn't find the other ones.
I walked right past it!
She walked right past it on the main floor and another one in the upstairs hallway to get to our bedroom. Literally walked past 2 bathrooms.
Holy shit, woman. Lie better.
Since that happened, I installed an exterior doorknob that requires a key on our bedroom door and one on the other door to our office spare bedroom. However, she still always is forgetting where the bathroom is and trying the bedroom and office doors. This really ticks me off. My husband says I just get annoyed at this because everything she does drives me crazy, and since we put locks on the rooms we don't want her in, there isn't really a problem anymore. I guess so. Well, over the holidays, we had my in-laws over for dinner, and before they came, I was searching for the bedroom keys. We hadn't used them in a while since we only lock the doors when my mother-in-law comes over. My husband told me we didn't need to lock the doors and she wouldn't try to get into the rooms, and I insisted that she would because she loves to snoop. We went back and forth and decided to cover the doorknobs in superfine glitter to see if she tried them. I did this once before when husband didn't believe me about the snooping to prove she'd been in the rooms. The last time she ignored the glitter and we didn't say anything about it, but then my husband couldn't deny she'd tried to snoop. So this time I covered the knobs in glitter, and for the back I went a touch further and rigged a little folder of glitter over the door to the office before the in-laws came over. I left one side untucked, French doors, and it was set so if you walked in the room you would get covered in glitter. Husband goes out of his way to show his mom the main floor bathroom when they got there and specifically asked his parents and sister not to go upstairs. There's a baby gate so the kids can't get upstairs either. Well, guess who had to go to the bathroom and got covered in glitter and had it all over their hands and hair? She completely lost it and started screaming at me, so I yelled back, and now my husband is saying I went too far and I'm the asshole. Mother-in-law also says I'm the asshole, but sister-in-law says I didn't do anything wrong and mother-in-law deserved it for snooping. Father-in-law is in Switzerland. Oh, no, he is Switzerland. Oh, he's neutral. He's neutral. I get it.
Yeah.
That also implies he's loaded, so I'd get on father-in-law's good side. Apparently her car is ruined now too because it's covered in glitter and she can't get cleaned up. Maybe she shouldn't have gotten her car without cleaning first. Am I the asshole?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, not the asshole. This was funny as hell.
Yep.
She deserved
Not
it.
the asshole. Not the asshole. Your mother-in-law is an issue, but the fact your husband refuses to set and enforce boundaries with her is actually the larger issue here.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, not the asshole. You're funny.
Yeah, I like that. This is a fun plan. This is shit I would have pulled if I had the opportunity. If someone was trying to go upstairs and stoop into my shit, I would have set up a trap like that too. And be like, ha! I knew it! See?
Maybe not glitter, though. I don't feel like cleaning up glitter.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It's like, I would have done something like...
A cup of water or something, I don't know.
Yeah, a cup of water or something like that. Something that's easier to clean up with, like, a towel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, OP's not the asshole.
Right.
This is great.
All right, it's time for a lightning round.
Yeah.
This is where we read off unpopular opinions from our unpopular opinion. Are these unpopular opinions unpopular with us? Do we agree or disagree? Find out now.
Let's go.
Unpopular opinion: the best part of making a tuna sandwich is drinking the tuna juice, and it should be sold as a canned beverage.
No, what?
Oh, you didn't hear me? He said the best part of making a tuna sandwich is drinking the tuna juice, and it should be sold as a canned beverage. I'm not allowed to make tuna in front of people anymore because it grosses everyone out, but I love the taste of the tuna water. It's better than the actual sandwich. If I could buy it as a drink, I'd buy a 24-pack every time I go to the store. People say the tuna juice is for the animals, and believe me, I love my dog more than some people, but I don't love him that much. I get the juice. He gets what's left in the can after I make the sandwich. Some people without animals even pour the juice into the sink. What a waste! The juice is by far the best part. Now drown me in upvotes, because I've never ever met anyone who doesn't gag this opinion.
Now drown me in upvotes.
Edit. Obligatory. Rip my inbox. And genuine thank you for the awards, kind strangers. Who is this Nagito Komaeda motherfucker?
No, this sounds like something Korekio would say.
Actually, yeah. Congratulations on a truly unpopular opinion. Thank you. That's what I was going for. Tired of so many posts about liking TV shows or whatever.
Please make a Danganronpa TXT about this.
It's too long. I can't. Maybe, I don't know.
Thank
mobile
you
will be
for
really
the
long.
upvotes.
Drown me in upvotes.
Rip my inbox.
I've never met anyone who doesn't gag this opinion.
God, it's so presumptuous.
Needless to say, we don't agree. I would not drink a canned tuna juice beverage.
Yeah, no, don't agree, but live your best life.
You do what makes you more. You know what? More tuna juice for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuna juice.
Unpopular opinion: it is not healthy for spouses to take separate vacations/trips. Mostly in American new generation, I've seen, particularly where wives have a girls' trip as if they're 19 years old while dudes stay at home. Rarely do I see husbands having a guy's trip, but it happens and is equally detrimental to the relationship. It's just asking for infidelity to occur. At the end of the day, if you need space for the person you married, you shouldn't have married them.
What?
This guy is insecure. I love the top comment. Look, how many times do I have to apologize for fucking your wife in Cancun? Yeah, because we don't call them guys' trips. We just go hunting for a couple days.
It's just a gamer's night out.
Hunting for ducks or hunting for chicks?
Hunting for both.
Just asking for infidelity to occur. Yeah, I'm away from my SO for 72 hours, and all of a sudden I'm waking up with random women. No idea how this could happen. Must be the trip's fault.
Where did this woman come from? How did she get in my bed?
Must be the trip's fault. Yeah, this guy's stupid.
Yeah. Oh my god. Dad, I'm gay. I have no son. This isn't my house.
Okay. Unpopular opinion: Burger King is far superior to McDonald's, and Popeyes is much better than Chick-fil-A.
Burger King is superior to McDonald's. And
Burger King is more cost-effective than McDonald's.
It is, admittedly, it is. And Popeyes.
This is hard for me because I think McDonald's is better, but I also don't like paying for it.
Yeah, McDonald's is definitely better than Burger King in a lot of ways. There are some sandwiches Burger King has that I do prefer over McDonald's, but like, generally speaking, if I have a choice between the two of them, and if I have enough money, I'll go McDonald's. Like, McDonald's has some pretty bomb chicken nuggets.
They're so expensive, though.
They are, admittedly, but I like the taste. They taste really good.
Now, he also says Popeyes is much better than Chick-fil-A.
The problem there is that Popeyes and Chick-fil-A have two very different approaches to fried chicken.
Yeah.
Popeyes is more so like, you know, old Southern classic fried chicken, whereas Chick-fil-A is more so like, you know, the artisanal chicken sandwich and shit like that. So
I have not had much Popeyes. I have had some Chick-fil-A, and I think the Chick-fil-A is pretty bombing. I think the homophobia really adds to the taste. It's the secret ingredient, Kevin.
I doubt that.
I'm just saying that the few times I've had Chick-fil-A, I really liked it. I don't remember ever having Popeyes before.
I've had Popeyes a few times, and I like Popeyes enough.
So I don't have an opinion on that.
I don't have much of an opinion either. Honestly, there are other chicken places that I prefer to both Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. If you're on the East Coast, check out Lee's. Yeah, I mean, I'll at the very least agree with the McDonald's versus Burger King thing.
Yeah. Cooking bacon in the oven is superior to cooking it on the stove.
Oh my god, I saw this one, actually. Oh god, that's a really difficult one to specify because, like, they create two very different kinds of mouthfeel.
Yeah.
I prefer stovetop. But I also understand why. But I also understand why some people enjoy cooking bacon in the oven. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a matter of opinion on this one, but I prefer stovetop personally.
They're both fine. I don't really have a strong opinion.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion: kids in Jurassic Park movies should be eaten by dinosaurs. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, true.
I feel like the dinosaurs have lost their thread. They don't need enough people.
Eat more children. They're small, meek, and defenseless.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was really creepy.
Look, the dinosaurs are on a diet. Yeah, it's what it's gotta be. Unpopular opinion: eating Cheetos Puffs with chopsticks is superior to just using your hands.
But then you don't get the Cheeto dust on your fingers, and you get to lick off your fingers. That's fun.
I've never tried it with chopsticks. Maybe I should try that. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Hold on. What does the text post in this one say? Unpopular opinion: nuclear family is underrated. Nowadays, there seems to be a deliberate effort to diminish the idea of the nuclear family. Hollywood constantly releases movies about women living independent lives and being happy without a husband, but in reality, the happiest people I know are in committed relationships with established gender roles. I don't know. Have you been to Ita lately?
I don't think the nuclear family is as good as people make it out to be.
Yeah, I don't. I love some top comment. Why would you raise your family near Chernobyl? That can't be healthy.
Welcome to Fallout.
Yeah, that's too much of a topic to get into in the lightning round. But no, I don't agree.
I don't agree either.
I think unpopular opinion. I think it's okay to drink juice with ice. Yeah. My partner saw I was drinking orange juice with ice cubes in it the other day and was questioning why I did. I said I wanted to keep the juice cold. They said it was weird because it's like putting ice in milk. I just want my juice colder for longer.
I mean,
no, it's fine.
A lot of
the problem with ice and milk is that, like, it really dilutes the milk, but it doesn't really dilute the juice that much.
Yeah, not to mention a lot of juice is already from concentrate, so it's already water added to begin with, so adding ice doesn't really change much.
Unpopular opinion: white chocolate is a travesty to mankind. It tastes nothing like chocolate and should be labeled fake chocolate. Okay. You should be labeled fake person.
Yeah, there's actually a whole science to why it's called fake chocolate. It still is chocolate.
It's not called fake. It's not called fake chocolate.
I mean white chocolate. You know what I mean. There's a whole science to why it's called white chocolate. It uses a different kind of extract from the cocoa bean, yes, but it's still chocolate.
I really want to try the fucking ruby chocolate that exists now.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like they invented, like, it was like 2 or 3 years ago they invented a new 4th kind of chocolate.
Yeah, you've mentioned that a few times.
I should order some. I have money now.
Oh my god, I have money too.
Oh my god, let's order some ruby chocolate and taste it live on the show.
I mean, we could.
Yeah, I think it could happen. Unpopular opinion: hot broth is just as tasty, invigorating, and soothing as hot tea. That's a great way to raise your cholesterol.
I mean,
I agree, but I wouldn't drink it as a beverage.
Yeah, me neither. But you make
That's too much. That's too much sodium.
Yeah, I'll agree there.
Unpopular opinion: it's not weird to scroll through someone's comment history. Depends on the context, but yeah, it's there for a reason. Unpopular opinion: people who use the word toxic regularly are toxic as fuck. Commonly, yes.
They can be.
Unpopular opinion: I love getting my teeth cleaned at the dentist. You have a fetish.
See, there's this really nice scene you might like in Bakemonogatari where the...
Unpopular opinion: it is completely fine to judge someone's sexual past. I agree, specifically if it's the last guy. I also want to point out that the I like getting my teeth cleaned guy is also named User 4-Footed Fur Fox, so that tells you everything.
It says
you need
a
to
lot.
know.
It says a lot. There's like a whole story being told here.
Unpopular opinion: boba tastes horrible.
You taste horrible.
You have strong opinions? I've never really had boba.
I like boba. Boba's nice. It's fun.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: I love slightly burnt food. Depends on what it is.
Depends on the food. Cause like slightly burnt popcorn, there's an appeal there. Like just a little bit, like just a little bit too popped, where it's like slightly browned and it kind of melts in your mouth a little bit. Like I really like that personally.
I like slightly burned chicken strips.
Ooh, those can be really nice because like you get that nice caramelized, like the juices of the chicken get caramelized onto the chicken, and that tastes really nice. Yeah.
Unpopular opinion: in the age of cell phones, honking at a green light should be accepted and encouraged.
What?
Sure, if they ain't moving.
Okay, sure.
No, he's saying like because people are on their phones and they're not looking when the light turns green.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Whenever
if they're not moving, honk. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, whenever Ash is out, like, and it turns green and the person up front clearly isn't paying attention, like Ash waits a couple of seconds and then goes beep beep, and they move. So yeah.
Unpopular opinion: most professional jobs in the private sector don't require a 4-year degree, and I'm tired of pretending that they do.
Yeah, they typically don't.
Unpopular opinion: sexual jealousy is totally natural and we should embrace and accept it. It really depends on what kind of people you're talking to. There are a lot of people who believe jealousy in any form should be purged out of human society, and from my observations, they also believe monogamy is a tyranny. I read some anecdotal stories that even animals feel jealousy when their mates are approached by their sexual competitors. Sometimes fights can break out and deaths can happen. Why should we completely dismiss jealousy? It's encoded in our genes. Why should we do our best to purge it out of us? Is this some kind of conspiracy? I can't tell.
We're humans and we can be better than that?
As usual, I think it's just whatever you're comfortable with, whatever everyone is comfortable with whatever is going on.
Yeah, pretty much. It's an individual thing.
Like, I think a little bit of jealousy is fine, but like it's like also, you know, it's like a thing between people who are in a thing.
Yeah.
Who are doing things. Things are happening, and people should talk about it. Just fucking communicate. Unpopular opinion: I prefer watching YouTube on TV rather than my phone or computer. Yes, that's the primary way I do it.
I really enjoy watching YouTube videos on my TV.
Unpopular opinion: Walmart is significantly better than Target. This is false because Target has a deli.
Wait.
Walmart has Subways, and Subways are overpriced.
No, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Yep, I am right, as usual.
Like, Walmart has something that they call a deli, but it's really just a place where you can get, like, you know...
Where have you seen Walmarts of Where? Oh no, that's not. I'm not talking about a deli section. I'm talking about like an actual like deli restaurant area. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Target's definitely better in that regard.
Yeah. Whereas Walmart only has a fucking Subway, and Subway is overpriced as shit.
I will say the Walmarts I've been to compared to the Targets I've been to, Walmart has, like, in terms of video games and, like, nerd shit, Walmart actually tends to have a better selection.
Oh, why would you buy from them, though? They're always so overpriced.
From Walmart?
Yes.
No, new games at Walmart are actually cheaper than other stores.
What?
Yeah, over where I am, like, any game that's, like, that's supposed to be $60 is sold for $50. Like they have not that. No, I got that part.
I'm talking about like just in general though, their prices stay up for longer. Like when the prices start dropping, Walmart prices don't drop in accordance with that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you can. Like, I'm saying you go to Walmart and you'll see like 5-year-old games still for like $30-40.
Yeah, admittedly there is some issue with that, but oddly,
no, it's like the issue. Like that's the reason I like never buy video games at Walmart.
Oddly, I have not had that issue in the Walmarts that I've gone to recently.
Have I drift? My dimension hopping? Did I go to a different dimension?
I don't know. Like I told you, like last time I went there, Borderlands, like the Borderlands Legendary Collection on Switch was $20. So new. So.
I mean, yeah, stuff. Yeah, like I feel like it's. I feel like this is some kind of perspective bias. I feel like you only notice when there's good deals.
Entirely possible. I will not deny that's a possibility.
Like that, that happens, but I feel like moment to moment, day by day, Walmart is a bad investment for gamers.
Yeah, it can be.
I feel like you're only remembering the times where you happen to get good deals there.
Yeah.
And that happens. Like, I've gotten good deals at Best Buy, but, like, Best Buy normally sucks.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, emergency services, specifically ambulances, should just start hitting cars at this point. Well, that's how you need... Well, no, because then they would need more of them.
Exactly. So, no.
Not sustainable. Not sustainable.
You should really just start running people off the road. That is the opposite of solving the issue. It is literally making a bigger issue.
Unpopular opinion, way too many parents use the "you're not a parent so you can't say anything" as a way to snuff out what could be fair criticism.
They do. They absolutely do. Holy fucking shit. We literally see this shit all the time in Am I the Asshole? It's so bad. It's like, yes, I'm not a parent, but I'm also a third party, and the fact that I am removed from your bullshit means that I arguably, in some regard, have a better idea of what your problem is, and maybe you should listen to me because, you know, degrees of separation. Come on.
Unpopular opinion, "Hey Yeah" sounds like a sad song. That's a good way to know you got depression.
The lyrics of Hey Ya are actually very depressing, if you actually look at them.
I see.
It's a fun sounding song, like it is fun to like dance along to and whatever, but like the actual lyrics are very depressing if you go into them.
I think it's mostly I'm just a rhythm guy more than a lyrics guy a lot of the time.
Fair
also,
enough.
I haven't heard it in a while.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, I am tired of hearing practice makes perfect. No, it doesn't. Practice makes progress.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Practice makes progress.
You know what? I'm saying that from now on. Thanks for giving me a new turn of phrase, OP.
Unpopular opinion, working in retail isn't that bad. I actually love working at the grocery store. It has a lot of benefits. Here I wouldn't have had a lot of other jobs. I won't do it forever, but I actually enjoy it.
OP, I can see the gun that your manager has put in your head.
Okay, someone clarifies, management and backroom aren't that bad, but working the cash or in customer service is pretty draining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think OP might just work in the back room.
It depends on the position you have, yeah.
Yeah. Like I can say I like my restaurant job. I don't deal with the people.
Yeah. So much as you don't have to deal with customer service, it's typically not bad.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, you should be able to challenge someone to a duel legally. You can in some places.
In some places, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Although if you don't want to kill anyone, you can just declare honorable combat or whatever instead.
Yeah.
Or mutual combat, yeah. Which is legal here. Like I said, when we meet, we could declare mutual combat if we so desire.
I'm declaring mutual combat on you when we meet.
Okay. I'm probably not going to accept, but you can declare it all you want. We should just make a running gag of declaring it and then just not accepting it.
Yeah.
Everyone gathers around like, oh, and then we're like, yeah, nope. And it's like, oh, you got our hopes up for mutual combat.
Damn.
Unpopular opinion, bungee jumping is scarier than parachuting. Yes, actually.
I can kind of see that, actually. Huh.
Yeah. Well, because if a parachute's working, it's working. A bungee cord has the potential of not working.
Yeah, that can fail at any moment. So...
Yeah. Also, yeah, you only need a parachute to work once. You need a bungee cord to work every time.
Yeah, like, you need that constantly working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scarier. Yeah.
And typically, if you're parachuting, you're with somebody else, so if your parachute fails, there's a good chance that theirs is working.
Unpopular opinion, I hate the way lo-fi hip-hop has taken the place of lo-fi. Lo-fi by definition means low fidelity. Making a hip-hop track, putting an equalizer filter on it, and adding a separate track for blank record playing does not make it a lo-fi track. Lo-fi music is stuff like Daniel Johnston, Jeffrey Lewis, and Burzum. Lo-fi is not a genre, it's an umbrella term. I wish I could just look up the phrase lo-fi and find outsider music, harsh noise, raw black metal, and old folk rock, even anti-folk. Lo-fi is not a fucking genre.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I like top comment. Imagine how pissed people were when the Nazis ruined the swastika symbol. Things change. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that is true. Language changes, but in this specific instance, I agree. I hate the way it has changed.
Yeah, like, lo-fi, as it's currently described now, is very different from how lo-fi used to be described, and it's very much not really low fidelity these days. It's kind of just like... It's adding on a couple of filters to make it sound more antiquated, I guess. I don't know.
Unpopular opinion, I think mustard is delicious. Some mustards, yeah.
It depends. Some mustards, and it depends on what you're putting it on.
Yeah.
And how much you're putting on it. Like there's a lot of there's just a lot of different variables here. Like honey mustard's pretty fucking bomb. Can we agree there? Honey mustard's pretty great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love honey mustard. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just had some with my nuggies earlier.
Oh my god, I love dipping my chicken strips in honey mustard.
I love the Sweet Baby Ray's honey mustard. The only problem is the bottle shape is ass, and you end up getting to a point where like there's still plenty of sauce in the bottle, but it won't come out.
Yeah, it was like you just have to shake the bottle forever.
Yeah, it's the worst fucking bottle shape. If it was a better bottle shape, I would absolutely love it. Yeah. But like, I mean, I like it, but like, I just wish it was a better shape. Unpopular opinion, raisins shouldn't go into apple pies. That's a thing?
Who the fuck is putting raisins in their apple pie?
I don't know if that's good or bad, but I've never seen that before.
I've never seen it before either, and I'm imagining the taste now and I don't like it.
I'm open to trying it.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. The only kind of with raisins kind of foods I'm into are like raisin bran and oatmeal raisin cookies. That's about it.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion, a student life is more stressful than a work life. This is heavily context dependent, but in general, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Because student life is hard because you have like a million different deadlines for different things that have to balance. The work life, you show up, you go home.
Yeah. It's heavily dependent upon context and what kind of job you have.
Yeah.
And what kind of school life you actually experience. Some people might agree with this, some people might not. It's highly context dependent here.
Unpopular opinion, paper towels that are perforated into fourths are so stupid. I did not mind it when certain paper towels are perforated into halves. That was cool if I just needed like half a paper towel instead of a whole one. Ugh. Oh, I got shit on my nose.
Ew.
That was handy and not wasteful, but now these certain paper towels have decided to take it a step further and make each paper towel not only perforated into halves, but they perforated them again into fourths. What the fuck? This is so stupid. When I go to rip up half or a whole paper towel, it splits into pieces. This is not conducive to cleaning. And other brands of paper towels are either not available or thin as toilet paper ran over. I don't even know what he's talking about.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I have never seen this.
I've never seen paper towels perforated into fourths.
Yeah, I don't get it. What?
I've never seen it, which means that it should be pretty easy to find ones that aren't.
Yeah, so, like, where does OP live?
I don't know. Whatever brand we buy is not in fourths. Is weird.
Yeah, I don't get this.
Unpopular opinion, The Weeknd's new album is his worst album yet. I listened to half of it and I liked a few songs.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta listen to the rest, though.
I don't listen to The Weeknd.
He's alright.
Okay. I do like Daniel Craig introducing The Weeknd, though.
Unpopular opinion, the SNES Donkey Kong Country games have some of the most fuck-ugly character designs I've ever seen.
No.
Ugly as sin, they say. He has no style. He
He
has no grace. This Kong has a funny face.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I like the designs for the DKC characters. Like, they're unique, and, like, they stood out back then, and they still stand up pretty well now. Like, I think the only thing that might make them look off-putting is the antiquated CG used, but even regarding that, the overall design work is pretty good. Like, I feel like the design work alone kind of makes it hold up better. It's like the original Toy Story. Are you there?
Yeah, no, I'm just, yeah.
Okay.
I'm here. Alright. Unpopular opinion, gaming was better when it was gatekept and not mainstream. I am convinced that the general public doesn't understand quality when it comes to gaming. They don't care about the art, the world, the story, or the development of games. They want shitty memes, cutesy creatures, and mindless costumes they can instantly buy and not work for. They think it's perfectly acceptable to have a full-price game incorporate incomplete, while they are later forced to buy DLC and cosmetic items left and right. They also have this weird mindset of asking companies to do better is entitled, despite the fact you can't be entitled to a service you pay for. Despite the weaker hardware in the past, gaming was better when it was a niche audience that truly cared and were passionate about it. Bad games were shunned, good ones were praised. Now it seems like there's always some stupid, sexy streamer leading the mindless masses to play whatever's trendy for 2 months until it's not cool, and everyone moves on to another trendy game full of shitty microtransactions until they're bored. So many big franchises have moved to either cater to this new mindless crowd that's willing to pay for objectively crap experiences compared to the past. It's obnoxious to watch my favorite franchises become husks of what they once were. And the worst part is they're winning because they mindlessly spend more money than those that actually love the craft in the game.
What?
I read it. I don't know what you want.
I mean, in some regards, I get it, but in other cases, I'm just like, you should find better people to spend your time around in your gaming circles.
I think it's just I think these industry-wide arguments are kind of reductive in a way. I think the people that make these complaints ironically aren't digging deep enough.
I don't think so, yeah. I feel like there are people who are into a couple of mainstream franchises and assume the entire industry can be measured based on how a couple of these franchises change over time.
Which is weird because these people talk like they're super into it, but then like their complaints are all very surface level.
Yeah,
And
like
it's like if you want to make the argument that the top level was better in the past than it is now, yes, I'll agree with that.
yeah.
But like the scene as a whole, I don't see it. I think there's more being made than ever for a lot of different tastes. I think the top stuff has become easier to ignore than ever.
Yeah, so like I feel like despite the fact that the top level most mainstream games do have more problems than they used to, I feel like everything below that, from like the AA development downward, has a lot more variety. There's a lot more ingenuity, a lot more creativity. Like I feel like more is being done with games now than there used to be, and the level of variety that's available to the player is staggeringly more interesting than it used to be.
Yeah. You just gotta find it.
Yeah, like find the games, dig deeper, find the games that work best for you. Don't just be complacent and stick with a couple of different series that you've known your entire life. Branch out, do new things.
And are now like continually disappointing you.
Yeah,
you know?
like if the
if
newest...
you don't like them anymore, don't play them.
Exactly. You're not obligated to play the new Madden or the new WWE 2K whatever. Like, you can go off and play other games. There are other things you could be doing with your life than wasting your time on something that clearly doesn't value your time or your money.
Yeah. All right. With that, I think that's a show, Kevin. I think that's a show.
I think that's a show.
Yeah. You know what show it was? It was the bakagaijinshow.
Yeah!
And you could be a part of the show by emailing us at bakagaijinshow@gmail.com or joining our official Discord server in the link down below and following us at ZeekFreak and at SiegeCharCommanderK and liking and commenting and subscribing and submitting your soul to Satan himself.
Maybe not that last one.
We don't judge here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this has been the Bakagaijin Show. He has been Kevin, and I have been ZeekFreak, and you will have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening. ZeekFreak out. Chat for now.